Live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It showed me people were waiting. Or is anybody actually here? Well, now I'm looking at live views. It's showing nobody. But anyway, this live stream is brought to you in part by me and nobody but me. But anyway, I'm going to turn that down. Live stream is. And as usual, YouTube is way behind StreamYard. Is that your phone, sweetie? I don't know. Oh, well, I got no messages. I had a message, dang. No messages. Anyway, I just doing a live like I do every Wednesday. I've been out working on my car, the Focus motor, and I just got inside a few minutes ago. You see Sublime right where? Oh, you funny. Oh, wait, where is that? I'm looking. I have not posted this yet, which I normally do before I even start the stream. But I was a little slow today. I literally, like just a few minutes ago, came in from the garage. I've been working pretty much since I got home from work. And that was all just to get the oil pan on. So the oil pan, I got it all cleaned out, got everything cleaned. See his hat. Oh, well, I don't see his hat. I have one just like his, but it's in another room. But he should be in Tennessee by now. I would think he'd be there, but who knows? And maybe he's sleeping. But yeah, I was cleaning off the oil pan and the bottom of the engine, all the RTV that's on it from factory, and that was not easy. Took a little longer than I expected it to, and then when I was putting the RTV back on, instead of having the nice big, can of it, go to my left. That way? That way. My left. There's nobody over there, Mike. My wife was there a minute ago, but she walked away. So anyway, I was taking it all off and getting it cleaned. I of course cut myself once because that's the way it goes. And when I was putting the RTV back on, the first tube of it I was using decided to explode in my hand, which is just no fun. So luckily I had another brand new tube, was able to get that out and use it, and pretty much just got everything sealed up. Then I put all the bolts in and torqued them down to spec, which is really light. They actually only go in like 18 foot-pounds, which I thought it'd be a little higher, but it's not. But I made sure I got enough RTV, and I tried not to get it anywhere where it might cause a problem. So that's what I've been doing, and then I changed out the water pump, got the new water pump installed, and I put part of the new oil feeder on there. 3 tires explode yesterday. Last I heard, you were on your second one, getting the second one replaced. Were any of them drive tires or were they trailer tires? That sucks. And were any of them retreads? Because I'm surprised they still allow retreads anymore, but I understand with the expensiveness of those tires, retreads save a lot of money. Oh, drive tires, that sucks. That really sucks. So, you on the road right now? Or are you no retreads? Are all new, and oh wow, that is weird. Any reason why you think it happened? Were they old? Yeah, that's strange. Three. You got what? How many drive tires do you have? You have eight drive tires. And that alarm you hear in the background, if you hear it, is the weather radio telling us there's a storm coming.
There's a tornado hitting Waterloo.
I guess there's a tornado hitting because I think I actually hear
Waterloo.
tornado sirens right now.
Yep.
So there's a tornado not far from here. I think it's about 20 miles or so. That's in Tennessee.
No, it's here in Mississippi.
Or Mississippi, okay.
So not Mississippi. It's Alabama side of Waterloo.
Oh, is it?
It's eastern Colbert County.
Oh, well, that's actually really not far at all.
That's not far at all.
I don't have anywhere to go in here because
get all your internet outlets off, internet sources off, everything right now.
Why would I turn my internet sources off?
It's saying to turn your TV off or
So,
whatever's gonna blow.
I have UPSs on everything other than the laptop right now, and it's running off a battery. So 5 months old and 8 drives. Yeah, that's weird. Sorry about that. We got tornado sirens going off right now. I don't really have a shelter in this house. I got nowhere to go. Hopefully it doesn't come near here. But yeah, I just heard the sirens going off. They've stopped. That's what that second alarm was. Better start digging a trench. Yeah, I know. How many people we got? 5 people in here, and yet Mike, you're the only one talking to me. You know, if anybody wants to come up on the panel, they're more than welcome to. I have the link pinned at the top of the chat there. At least I think I do. Oh, hey, Bama, how's it going? Well, going okay, but we got tornado sirens going off right now. I'm hearing ones to the north of us, none to the south of us. With sirens like that going off, how would you hear the tornado coming?
It sounds like a freight train.
So do the sirens.
Sirens as well, sirens. I don't hear.
So, yeah, if I lose the stream tonight, it's because I lost internet, and hopefully that's all I lose is internet and power.
Well, we don't.
And if I'm lucky, I won't lose anything. I'm hoping for luck. Oh, and now we only got 4 people watching, but I got Bama, we got Mike. Who else is out there? So barring anything else, tomorrow is Thursday. So tomorrow when I get home, the only thing I'm going to be working on is the Mustang. And all I'm going to do is swap tires on it and possibly load it onto a trailer before it gets dark, depending on how bad it's raining. I hope not, Mike, because there's no place like home. So when the sirens go off, that means they've seen a tornado.
They're going off in Florence, too, at the courthouse.
Well, we can hear them all the way from Florence. I swear. I don't know where that one is. The one I'm hearing from that direction, I don't know if it's coming from that way or that way because it reflects around here a little bit. Yeah, they usually go northwest or northeast. It was in Waterloo, which I guess is just to the, northwest of us? Hey, Gary, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream as, the sirens keep going off. I'm not liking it.
Fiona's not liking it.
You hear those? Mama got the back door open.
It's loud as hell coming out this door.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blue, you gotta go pee-pee. You better do it now or forever hold your peas. Blue, pee-pee.
Hold her peas? So yeah, got tornado sirens going off like crazy, and I live in a house that does not have a tornado shelter.
Oh. Wow. It is happening now.
What's it saying?
The tornado warning is happening now.
Tornado warning is happening now.
That means decided. Come on, bring your ball in. Bring your baby in. Come on, get carrots. Get carrots. You guys gonna go pee real quick?
Athens. Athens is down near where my dad used to live. Where my sister lives. It's down. Athens is right next to Egypt, I think. Isn't it? It's out in the middle of nowhere. Well, the sirens have stopped. Maybe that's a good sign. I knew we were having storms tonight, but I didn't think we were having tornado storms. Alpha 72. What's up, East Coast Ken? Welcome to the live stream. So, depending on how things go tomorrow, I will be hey, Ford Blue. Not going to be in the lab. Okay, no problem. I was working at home tonight and decided to stop and come in here and run the live because I couldn't find another part that I needed, and I don't know where it is. I have to find it because it's part of my oil.
Come on, Blue.
It's part of my oil system.
Let's get dinner. Come.
So water pump's been changed, oil pan's been changed and baffled, and balance shaft deletes in. Now I just have to get the turbo on and the injectors in. And once that's done, I'm pretty much done with the engine. Then I got to get the transmission done.
Carrots.
And the transmission is going to be something new for me. I've never worked on a transmission before like this. So all I have to do is put an LSD in it and replace all the synchros. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube, so I should be able to do it. I'll figure it out no matter what. So,
Okay.
And yeah, so sirens are done. That's a good sign, I think. So hopefully tornado's over and nobody got hurt or lost their house. That's the one part about moving back to the South I didn't like was tornadoes. I've lived through them before. I've had one come really close to tearing down the building I was living in. So, but I mean, didn't have to worry about tornadoes. Didn't have to worry about a lot of things up in Washington, but
Just had to worry about the governor.
Just had to worry about the government. The government and thieves and crackheads and the homeless and everything else. And so I moved. I decided tornadoes were something I could deal with. But yeah, so I'm almost done with the motor for the Focus, and when I get that done and get the transmission done, which hopefully I can get the transmission done in a couple of days. Once I start it. Well, actually, I should be able to get the transmission done in one day. Once I tear it apart. My problem is I like to clean everything and make sure it's all pretty when I'm done. But something you're never going to see again once I put it in the car. It is completely covered and it's going to get dirty and grimy. But I'll clean it up some. But if I can get that done, hopefully I'll be ready. Be ready to swap the engines out in a couple of weeks. On a weekend, I'll start it, so it'll probably take 2 weekends. So, but when I do the engine swap, then I got the brakes to do, I got the suspension to do, I have just a bunch of stuff to do to that car to get it all back to where it was. And once I get the suspension done, then I got to take it in for an alignment. because I don't have a good way to do an alignment at home. What's up, Fat Boy Fox? Welcome. So yeah, it's just trying to get this done. Today was the first time I've come home from work and I actually got to work on my car or on anything because I'm usually just lazy. I get home and I'm tired after a long day. But I went to bed kind of early last night. I think it was 10:30. It's kind of early for me.
Kinda. 5 hours early.
But so, what's everybody else up to right now? Anything fun, exciting? I did pin the link. Yeah, I did. I just checked. It's there. So if anybody wants to come up on the panel and have anything they want to talk about, be my guest. Because I'm running out of stuff that I've done today. I don't know who didn't hear what I've done, but I got the oil pan back on my Focus engine.
Did you drill the holes in it like you were going to?
Drill the holes?
I thought you said it was needing holes or something needed holes drilled.
No. Nothing needed holes drilled in it, sweetie.
You showed me something.
Yeah. I had to. So to put the baffle in, because the oil pan that I have is not an ST oil pan, it was missing 3 screws or 3 screw holes. I had to drill and tap those, but I got that done in a couple of days. I got that done this last weekend, and got the baffle in today, so it's all ready to go. It's gonna have to. I'll have to put an extra half quart of oil in it now because it's got a larger chamber. Because I took out the balance shaft, which is huge. Cleaning your car for a show on Saturday. Let's see if I can find this picture real quick that I grabbed off of Facebook today. Let's see where did it put it? There we are. So this is my youngest son's car. It's a Civic, but he did some good work. I think it looks really nice. I mean, he hasn't done the wiring and all that yet because he doesn't have time because it's his only car. And so it's his daily driver. And I think it looks pretty good. The outside, the body needs a little work and probably a paint job. But I think he did a good job on that. But I saw that today on Facebook because he posted it up in one of the groups he's in. And I think he tagged me. It's the only way I would have found it because I'm not in that group. But so I thought it was pretty cool. I have no idea what it is. The East Coast, I have no idea. B18, I don't know. It's a Civic. It's made by Honda. It's as far as I get with knowledge on that. He would know. You could always ask him if he's ever in here, but he never comes in my streams usually. His brother does, but he doesn't. He's been in once or twice, but that's about it. Let's see. So let's see everything. So right now, I got to check the weather. Since the weather seems to be changing, it was supposed to be raining all day today, and it didn't. Which makes me worry that the rain's been pushed off longer. But now it's saying it was supposed to rain this morning, and it didn't. But thunderstorms, 99% chance of rain, and it has not rained yet. It's the Ford 5.0 and Chevy 350 of its time. I don't know if it's a B18 or not. They were talking about a Y something at one point, but I think that might be the manifold that's on it. Because its manifold doesn't belong to that engine, but they made it work. So now it's calling for rain tomorrow morning and rain Friday morning, clearing Friday evening, night, and Saturday clear, a little cooler. But I'm really hoping that it stays that way because I'm wanting to race on Saturday. Okay. because Saturday the races start at what time do they start? Like gates open at 10, but track doesn't go live until like noon. And then the races actually let's see, they got qualifiers first, and then I think races start at 2. I think it's 2. I'd have to look it up. I mean, it's probably on their Facebook page, but it's the JJ DeBoss and the Fast Cars of the Dirty South will be there going up against them. But I'm just trying to race in the daily driver class. But from what I understand around here, that's going to include some cars with parachutes on them. So I don't expect to win. I'm just going out there to try and learn my car, see how well I can drive it, and just have fun. Because I haven't been on a drag strip since Fort Takeover last year, and that was with my Focus. And it's not really made for the drag strip, so let's see. Here we go. So Friday, there's supposed to be a Friday night TNT where we could drive up there and do a little racing, to just do some testing, and then we can leave our trailers with our cars there. We just can't stay, which I wouldn't want to anyway. It's not that far from here. That starts at 5 on Friday. So hopefully, if nothing else, they at least open the gates for us so we can get our cars there and get parked and set up. That would be nice because I am definitely running mine in a trailer, because every time I go to a track without a trailer, I end up having to go home and get my trailer. So I have more chance of not needing the trailer if I have the trailer. So let's see. That's TNT. What is gonna leave by 10. So Saturday, gates open at 10 a.m. Testing from 1 to 5, and the racing doesn't start until 6. So it's night racing, which is fine by me. But then I'm sure if it's wet by then, they can have that track dried, as long as it's supposed to be sunny and like 63. So it shouldn't be too bad. So then they got the layout here of how the track's set up. And I've never been to this track. I've been by it, but I'll be parking in the red area somewhere, depending on when I get there. Hold on, Bama. I get you. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, thanks. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I've my heart jumped a bit when all the sirens started going off around me, but I'm okay. It's been a while since I've had a tornado near enough to me that sirens went off. And the last time,
you do know that if there's a funnel cloud still in the air, they'll go off, even if they're not touched down.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but last time I had to deal with that was when I was stationed at Redstone Arsenal, and we had a tornado go right down the road beside our barracks.
Right. I just didn't know if you knew that or not.
It's been a while, so yeah, I didn't remember. Now I just heard the storm, our weather alarm just went off on the radio again. I can't hear it from in here. It's loud, but it's not that loud.
Yeah, we got them to work. I can't stand them because I'm so close to Georgia. They go off all the time because of Georgia.
Yeah, and the sirens are going off again. They just started. So I guess it's not over yet.
I guess you're getting what I'm supposed to be getting in the morning. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I didn't know this was heading down south.
Well, it was a small line that went all the way down here to the Florida coast. I'm fixing to look and just see.
Take cover now, it says. Take cover now. Where? Where am I going to take cover? My neighbor has torches. What is that fire burning over there? Oh, would you stop barking?
No.
I don't think she likes the sirens. And my neighbor across the street has some torches burning right now. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what that's all about.
Maybe they have a storm shelter.
Well, I know it's not a hurricane party.
No. Maybe tornado party. I don't think, I've never heard of that.
Maybe.
It's been a while since I've been to a hurricane party. I think I'm hearing thunder now, though. Oh, wow. These sirens are weird because they talk over them. Take shelter now is what it says, or it's happening now. Something like that. I can barely hear it. It's louder in the back.
What he's doing is offering shelter because they're telling everyone to seek shelter now. Tornado warning is imminent.
Tornado warning is imminent. Okay.
Come on, Blue, come.
I've got no shelter here.
Call Blue.
Hold on. I'm going to mute for a second so I can call my. Yeah, y'all didn't need to hear that. Trying to get my dogs inside.
Yeah, I got it on the Weather Channel. I don't see them breaking in nowhere.
Yeah. That's
No,
I
they're
have
not
no
showing
idea
anything.
what's going on. I mean, I just hear sirens. And it's I guess it's until like 8:20 tonight. We're on under watch and warning. Well, let's see. I wonder if Ken made it down to HPR yet. Or Ken. I wonder if Sublime made it down to HPR yet.
Yeah, he should have been down there pretty early, shouldn't he?
Well, yeah, he was leaving super early, so yeah, I would think so. I mean, it's like, what is it, 6-7 hour drive for him? 8 hour drive? I don't remember.
I think last night he said 8 hours, I think.
Okay.
Or seven and a half or 8, I think.
Well, you guys know. I haven't heard from him, so wouldn't know. And I haven't even been on YouTube because when I was working on my car out there today, I was listening to one of my books because I just started like the 9th book in a series of, I think there's 15 books. But usually I listen to music, so I can't film while I'm doing that. Can't film while I'm listening to a book either because, that's copyrighted material as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there goes that stupid alarm again.
I'm trying to remember how many miles off them alarms that go off and the siren, and I can't remember right this minute.
Well, the sirens have been going off for a few minutes, but it's our weather radio alarm. It makes that weird alarm sound before it gives you the information.
Oh, okay. I got you.
It's in the back room, like next to the garage, so I can barely hear the talk. I can only hear the siren.
Yeah, we have to have them at work in maintenance so we can kind of give everybody a heads up. And like I said, we're so close to Georgia, the majority of the time it goes off is because it's in Georgia.
Yeah.
And it goes off and off, on and on and on. Every time you turn around, I just shut it off.
Oh, they're beeping.
I mean, we're in a big old plant, so I ain't too much worried about a tornado coming through there.
Just got some thunder going off too. That's what I'm hearing.
I keep checking my local channel, and usually,
Yeah.
even if it's nowhere, no matter where it's at in Alabama, they're usually on, but they're not on, so it must not be that severe.
Well,
I don't understand.
that radio's kind of saying it is. I couldn't hear it. +6 tornado warning, +6 more.
Hey, Pinks, I got a call. I'll jump back in a minute.
Okay. Hey, Gary.
What's going on?
Oh, not much. Just trying to figure out if we're gonna have a tornado hit us tonight. That's all.
I figured I'd get on here for the ride,
Yeah,
for the tornado ride.
yeah. It's so much fun. Yeah.
Maybe we'll end up in Kansas.
No, we're not in Kansas anymore. Maybe we'll end up in.
Sublime made it down here this morning. I made it down like 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, or something like that.
Really?
And he ain't had no sleep, so he probably passed out by now, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, he didn't sleep last night?
No, he said he didn't get no sleep at all.
Oh, that's weird. That's why he got off early so he could get stuff done and just go to bed.
Well, I went to work. I called him like 5:30 in the morning. I says, "Are you there yet?" He goes, "Dude, I didn't get no sleep."
Wow.
So he got down there. They dynoed his car. He took it to the plant, took it to the dealer. He had all his stuff changed. He was supposed to get changed, the oil and that.
Right.
And he was going to HPR. So he's either still at HPR or he's passed out somewhere.
You know, your microphone's doing the same thing it did last night. Or the night before. It's like cuts out a little bit, but it's got a ticking noise in it. It's weird.
You know what?
What's that?
You know what?
What?
I might have too many windows open. That might be why.
Really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't think-
How's it now?
I don't know. You have to be talking.
Is it better now or no?
It's about the same. It's like having static, is what it sounds like.
Well, these piece of shit cameras.
Yeah, I don't have a camera on my main computer. This is my little laptop, and it's like the newest computer I have. So my laptop's okay, but and on my screen, my camera looks great, but on YouTube, like on my TV, it looks like crap. It's really weird. So in StreamYard, it looks good, but it doesn't do well on YouTube, and I don't understand that because it should be the same.
But I don't want to say what he ran on his dyno.
No,
I
wouldn't have to. Although that's just his baseline, isn't it? He's
that's
stopped.
the baseline, yes.
Oh well, you could say what it is. I mean, it's a standard. I think they. I don't know what they're what are they? What are they factory rated? Like 720 at the crank.
Yeah, but when he had that tune from Liver Noise,
Yeah.
it went up. When he had it up here, it was 770. When he had it done by his house.
Ah. Oh, he's getting what? He's just doing a pulley, right?
Yeah, I'm pulling a tune.
Pulley and a tune. Yeah. Should do pretty well. He's going down what, 1 or 2 sizes? I don't
I'm not
remember.
sure.
He told me, and I can't remember because my brain don't work so well.
It's all right. Neither is mine.
Yeah, it's getting old. It's forgetting a lot of stuff it's supposed to not forget.
Right.
I struggled working on a simple thing on my car today, but mostly because they use our TV instead of actually just having a gasket for the oil pan. But what's up, Downhill?
Downhill Daddy.
Pinky. It used to be called Pinky for many, many years. It's what I was known as in the Army and in parts of high school.
All right, I changed the microphone. Is that better?
Oh, wow. That's perfect. Sounds great.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, I went to the settings and hooked it and put it into communication settings.
Oh, it sounds great now.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Downhill Daddy in the house.
Yeah.
Bama,
He's a
what's
bourbon
going on, buddy?
connoisseur.
Do what?
What's going on, buddy?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. That's it. Nothing. He's
Yeah,
alive.
I ain't doing much.
Oh.
Yeah, so the tuner's supposed to do the tune, I guess, Friday. He said something
Okay.
about late Friday.
Yeah. And he's staying an extra day now because of, I think, snow. So I think he's not leaving until Saturday now.
I think it was
But
something like that.
yeah. That's what he was saying last night. But he wasn't in the stream very long.
Yeah, he said he tried to go to sleep. Ozzy was tossing and turning.
Really? I hate when it gets like that, especially if I'm anxious for something, wanting to go somewhere. Like actually before the last Fort takeover was, it was kind of like that. I didn't get much sleep the night before because I was just ready to get going.
Right. No, I get the feeling. I'm hoping we can go to Fort Takeover. I don't know. It's looking kind of bad for me right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not good.
If she depends on her work and my dad.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's not good. Work, I understand, but your dad, that sucks. If is he getting that bad? Or
Well, it's not that I don't have nobody here really to help me.
right?
And my kids, they got their own thing and this and that. But the girl that's buying the house that my brother lived in, she really likes my dad, so she may help me. So it just everything's up in the air right now. But I got all right, I hope so too, barbecue, Mike. But
Yeah, I do too. I got my wife going with me this year.
Right.
I couldn't get that done last year, but this year I can. We got dog sitters, so but that may or may not happen too, depending. There's things that could happen between now and then that she or I both may not go if things go bad.
Yeah, we just have to wait and see. But more than likely, it looks like we'll be bringing one car again, and that's it. So whether they bring her car probably this time.
Yeah. Oh. Did you get that mail? Hey, sweetie, did you get the mail today? It makes me think. Did she get the mail today?
I didn't check my mail.
I didn't check mine either. I don't know if she did. Oh, I'm gonna grab something real quick. I'll be right back. I want to see if somebody knows how to pronounce this.
What mail are you talking
Yeah.
about, Daddy?
So, does anybody know how to pronounce that?
I call them Poskies.
Yeah, I call them good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was thinking. It was something like that. They're yummy. But I guess
Poskies, whatever. Packies.
yeah, Polish, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just like a cream filled donut. But my boss got some the other day at a different Publix, and his had like they're custard, but it was an apple custard.
Mm-hmm.
And mine's a regular, like a vanilla custard, and both of them really good. But when I went and got to grab these to try them out, they only had the one box.
Yeah. I ate a whole bunch of those the other day.
Yeah, they're really good. I've been trying not to eat them all at one time because there's only 4 in the box.
Facebook.
You have no choice. Wife told you were going. That's a good problem to have there, Mike. It's too bad that Sublime's sleeping. He's not here. I was that's why I named the stream. I didn't know if he'd show up or not because I didn't know if he'd be asleep, not there, busy. But yeah, he's getting some sleep.
Like I said, he might be passed out right now. So
Yeah, he hasn't read the message I sent him. So, but that was on Messenger. Usually I send him a text, and I didn't text him. But no thanks.
So this is what the hell? Can't show him like that, can I? Have to get rid of that background.
That background. Oh, you kind of locked up.
I'm locked up.
Either that or you're just
No, you can move it.
sitting really
No,
still.
I was standing still.
Ah. What were you trying to show me on your phone?
It's a hamburger that he's got on here, but when I go to the camera,
Oh yeah, it because you've got that background going on, and your microphone went staticky again.
did it?
It was perfect for minutes, and then it just started staticking again. It doesn't sound like you're cutting out so much as it sounds like static. To me, anyway.
Right.
Which
All
kind of
right,
makes
there.
sense. Oh, there you go.
Let me check this audio here again. It's still on the same communications.
and
But that downhill head.
Where
You
is
wanna
that Red
talk-
Robin? That looks
know.
good. Is that like Red Robin or Big Boy or
I don't know. It might be Five Guys.
Five Guys? I didn't think they ever.
No, it's Buddy something.
Oh, I saw some writing. I couldn't read what it said. The rain has finally arrived. So our yard that is already soaked and muddy and just full of water will be even more so in the morning or tonight. Yeah, Mike one's got the best background, that's for sure. Mine's actually just my living room. I can't help it.
How's my microphone now?
Sounds fine right now. Is
it fine now?
Yeah, right now it is.
I wonder if it has something to do with the picture.
I don't know. No, because earlier it was doing it when you didn't even have your camera on. I do know that running that is hard on the computers. So like if I were to actually set my camera up and do it on my actual computer, my newer one that's in my office, it would have no problem doing it. And it doesn't help that I have a blue wall behind me. I like a solid blue wall. But this laptop just doesn't have the graphics power for it. Yeah, Lake Pink is filling up again, and that means my dogs will come in muddier than ever. That's such a chore. I just I hate this yard. I hate it with a passion. But can't afford to move. I picked the wrong house, and it's all my fault.
Mm-hmm.
My wife, I should have listened to my wife, and I didn't. And nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, some. I'll probably pay for it later.
Me too.
So,
Has Sublime messaged you back yet?
no, he's sleeping.
He's out.
Yeah, he's out. I just looked. No replies. So, hey, Urs, what's up? Hopefully everybody's having a good day. I'm actually going to make this a short one tonight because I'm kind of tired. I'm not in it now, but in 15 minutes I will be. So we're gonna run until like 8:30, and I'm up and stupid fast evening. So yeah, I'm only gonna keep this going until like 8:30 tonight, and that's Central Time. And so about 15 more minutes.
Oh, that's cool. I got to get up early and go to work tomorrow and anyhow. So
I got to go to work tomorrow too, and today wasn't fun at work either. And tomorrow is going to prove to not be fun again, I'm sure.
yeah, this next week I'll be at the hall all week, Union Hall all week, and
What do you do at the Union Hall?
I'm the vice president.
Right, but what does the vice president do? I don't know.
Takes care of all the crybabies.
Oh, okay.
I'm like a glorified babysitter.
Okay. I was wondering. I just don't know what you do at a union hall. I haven't been in a union in so many years. What's up, Victor? That I don't even remember how they work hardly anymore. The last one I was in was at Boeing, and before that I was in the steelworkers when I worked at Kaiser Aluminum.
In all honesty, I help negotiate contracts on the smaller companies and stuff like that. I help people with grievances and stuff, so forth that goes, that's going on and stuff like that. And I get a lot of phone calls of people complaining.
Yeah. So I know that my company a couple months ago became a union shop only because we hired on a full-time union electrician. And to be able to keep everything and him keep all his stuff, we had to become a union shop.
What's going on, Mark?
Hey, David.
David, what are you doing?
What's up?
What's going on? I just thought I'd say hi. Stop by a little bit, see what's up.
Nice. Well, great.
Are you living in hotels, David?
Yes. I didn't bring my camper up here, so it's a short job. So I'm not gonna move my camper for 5 hours up here. No.
Oh. What are you doing, Weldon?
Yes, sir. All the time.
I was just wondering, just taking a shot in the dark.
No, you good? Yeah. I've been welding the oil field for a long time. 14 years now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been welding for years, just not steady and not well.
Come on down. I get you a job.
I don't weld. I weld for myself when I need.
I got you.
Yeah. I do the welds on my trailer when I have to. I do simple things in my car if I have to. I've done some exhaust welding. I've
used some torches and
stainless stick welding, which is just not fun.
I've used some torches and coat hangers to help the weld exhaust. Does that count?
Sure.
Yes, because that's the first form of welding. Did you know that?
Oh, is it?
Yes,
Stick
sir.
welding?
No, with the flame, with the torch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've done some of that too. I'm actually pretty decent at brazing and soldering and sweating.
Right.
Yeah. But no, when it comes to welding, I learned how when I had to move the bungs on my long tube headers, I learned how to weld with because at the time I only had a stick welder. I learned how to weld stainless with a stick. That's not easy.
No.
On thin stainless. I'm drinking the water tonight.
Me too.
I'm eating ice cream.
I got the Miller equivalent of that out in the garage.
Right on.
I'll have beer later, but for now I'm just drinking water.
I hope everybody's doing good and we're all good.
We're
all
good,
of us.
man.
Doing well right now. Rain's coming down. The sirens are stopped for now. Hopefully they stay stopped for the rest of the night. We're past the time it's supposed to have been. So,
Hey, 91 Mustang, come up here, man.
hey, that's up to you, Chad. Oh, he's awake.
He's here. Oh, no way!
I thought you.
No way!
he heard that I was going to end this early, so he came up here.
I
Right
didn't
on.
hear anything. I literally just walked in. I just got in the room. Ken just dropped me off.
Oh, where you been?
I just want to let you know, Sublime, that I did not tell them the horsepower rating or nothing. I was a good boy.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get my gold star off for you for the night.
And
All right.
I begged him by saying, "Yeah, that's okay. Don't tell me."
It was 205
I don't
hours.
want people to release my information either, but my
1 million horsepower.
Sublime, you jabroni. Where were you?
I was out to dinner. I was out to dinner with Ken, Pam, Cooler, and Ken and Pam's son.
The Tennessee squad is up there.
Say what?
Are you in Tennessee or are they up there in Illinois?
No, I'm in Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Good
I'm
deal.
in the same hotel. I'm in the same hotel where we stayed for Fort Takeover.
Oh, okay.
Good deal. Good deal.
Oh, and there goes another siren again. Or well, that's just the weather alarm, the weather radio.
So my car is officially stock right now again.
Nice.
What's up, Victor? 91.
It's
What's going
officially
on?
stock, but it's modified from the factory. I love that.
Well, yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
did you do the dyno in stock form?
No, the dyno was done in the form that it was when I drove down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's right. All of you didn't hear that story about what happened to me with. Oh, Jesus Christ! I didn't know how to tell this. Oh my God! It's bad.
we need to hear.
I didn't tell
Feel the
nobody nothing.
beans.
All right. Well, here before we tell you dyno numbers, let's just say what my last 24 hours was like. Last night, I left Brailsford Stream. I went to bed at like 9 p.m. with the intention of hopefully falling asleep by 9:30 to get up at 2:30 a.m. 5 hours of sleep, manageable, workable for a drive. You know what I mean? I did not get 1 wink of sleep. I tossed and turned all night long until the time I had to get up to leave. Zero sleep. I'm running on nothing from last night. So get up, pack my car, get out the door at the time I was supposed to. I go to get onto the highway. I check my tires, and my front left tire is down 6 pounds, down 6 psi. It's at 27 pounds. I'm like, oh, great. Now I'm about to drive 580 miles on a tire that's probably got either a nail or a screw in it. I'm like, fuck me.
Oh,
Yeah. So I said, you know what? Instead of stopping and filling it up, because I just got on the highway. I'm like, I'm not getting back off this highway to get fucking air. I said, I'm going to ride it out. If the tire starts going down and not up, obviously I know I got to turn around and figure something out. But if it goes up a pound or two like the other tires do incrementally when you ride on the highway, then I know it's probably good. So that's what it did. Even though it was 6 pounds less than the other 3, it started going up a pound or two, which means it was holding the air. So problem solved there. Then I'm not even 30 minutes onto the highway. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's pitch black. I'm the only person on the road. And my freaking laser for my radar just starts freaking out, dude. I'm like, this has got to be a cop, dude. There's nothing out here to set this thing off other than a cop. Sure as shit. He was about a mile up. He saw my headlights coming, so he tried to shoot the laser early to get it. The only problem is if you shoot a laser radar at something and it's far away, you have to wait till it gets closer before you can get a signal back from it. And by the time I got close enough for him to get a signal, I had already gotten his fucking notification that he was shooting and freaking slowed down. So, sorry, Charlie, nice try.
problem.
And dude, the whole way down, my radar detector probably saved me 4 times. Cops were fucking everywhere. And when I say it saved me 4 times, I wish it would have saved me 5 times because unfortunately the 5th one bit me in the ass and I got a ticket. Now, I get pulled over by this guy. All right. Illinois State Police comes up to my door, older guy, older cop, normally the guys that give the brakes. Okay. He says, comes in my window. He's like, yeah, I got you doing 87 and a 70. I'm like, okay, well, I know it's under 20, so it's still a regular ticket. And then he's like, okay, roll your window up. He wants to see my tint. He literally got out the thing to measure how dark my tint is.
Oh, man.
And then he inspected my windshield to make sure it had no cracks. He commented about how I have no plate on my front bumper. I'm like, dude, what are you looking to throw the fucking book at me here? Come on. It's like, cut me some slack, Jack.
Are you supposed to have 2 plates in Illinois?
Yeah.
Technically, yes, but Like down by we're up by where I live, they don't bust our balls about it because there's fucking so many really nice cars that don't have front plates. You know, they don't care. But down in
Okay, I
Southern
got you.
Illinois, that's a big thing, I guess.
Yes, in Texas it is. Yes.
So he comes back to the car. Oh, and oh, by the way, the insurance card that I had to give him for my Mustang was an expired one because I forgot to get my renewed card. So now I'm rolling on an expired insurance card and freaking a whole bunch of shit. So he comes back. He's like, I gave you warnings for the front plate and the tint, and don't even worry about the insurance. I'm sure you have it. He said the only thing I'm going to give you a ticket for is on the speeder. He said that's pretty much why we're out here is for the speeder. So looks like it's Mark, I was off. I thought it was $130.40. It's $162 ticket.
Bastards.
But
Yeah.
you're not a speeder. You know, you just had it over a little bit over the limit.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got you for the full.
Show us the room. You want to see the? It's just a fucking hotel room, Mike. Let's see.
In your defense, that's what I think.
Okay. It's a hotel room. There's a bed. There's a light. There's a TV. There's another light. There's a chair.
I think making sure
Well,
you didn't-
goddamn.
Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom.
Oh, he wants to see the bathroom.
That's what the hook.
What do you want the bathroom for, man? You trying to get perverted or what?
The Chevy
It's full of Joe
factory.
Biden.
Here we go. We'll do the double image.
Uh-huh.
Look at you. Look at you.
Looks like a clean room, though.
Motel 8.
If he keeps ringing me like that, I'm gonna have to.
He's like, whoa, slow down, somebody. Slow down. I'm not ready for all this motion.
A little motion sickness there.
Can you get it? Yeah, stupid fast. He said I could probably get court supervision on, so shouldn't go on my record. Just pretty much pay the fine and be done with it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So the dyno, dude. Honestly, this dyno needs to be calibrated. Me and Ken talked about it in great lengths because Ken just recently, yesterday, dynoed his silver Mustang, and it came back 430 to the wheels when those cars are spot on 400 to the wheel. Okay. So he said that's about 6% off. And then he took what happened with me today and it's almost identical. It's like 6% off. He's thinking that thing needs to be calibrated, the dyno. So yeah, we did the first pull on my on my car on the dyno. There was so much debris on the wheels, on the rear wheels, it spun on the dyno. I mean, spun bad. And then it showed 814 to the wheels. And I'm like, what? This can't be right. I'm like, maybe the wheel spin had something to do with this. So on the first dyno pull, the wheel spin cleaned off the wheels. So they were good to go for round number 2. So we do round number 2, spins the way it's supposed to, nice and linear, but registers 824 horsepower to the wheels. I'm like, dude, there's no way that's right. There's just no way that's right. You know? But what am I going to do? Huh?
Why not?
Because I mean, if it's an 824 wheel horsepower car, it should be running faster than 10.6 in the quarter.
Yeah.
Because you're spinning the whole way, bro.
No, that 10.6 run that I made in Michigan, there was no spin. Maybe just a chirp off the line, but that's about it.
Yeah,
Okay,
he is-
Michigan, right? Hold
Yeah,
on.
the one I made in Michigan. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I need to go get my mine
Tennessee is
re-dynoed,
lower than
find
the
out
sea
what
level.
it's really at then.
Well, the DA that day, David, was 2,100. It was high DA.
That's right. Down
Yeah.
here, you would run faster though, because that.
Oh,
car-
yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Yep.
Yep.
So
That's making me dizzy.
at 6%, that means your horsepower at the rear wheel would have been 774.
Did you just figure that out?
With the 50%
So you
drive.
took 6% off of the 824?
Yep, and I came up 724.56.
724?
774.
Oh, 774. That sounds, see, now that sounds right. And the torque numbers were spot on the second run. My torque on the dyno jet by my house registered 600. On this dyno, the torque was 599, pretty much spot on.
But Gary raised a good point about it being broken in, too.
Yeah, it's possible.
And that's where the 4 more horsepower could have came from.
I got it on
Right.
video, man. I'll tell you one thing. That thing sounded damn good on the dyno, boy. Woo.
Damn
Did you
stupid
video
fat.
it?
Yeah, right.
You got a video. Say you got a video.
I got two videos of both runs.
Cool.
That's a 700 horsepower car to the wheel.
Yeah.
Regardless, it
You
is.
use something. Math. Oh my God. Hey, stupid fast. That's toolbox math to you, sir.
No, he didn't.
Speaking of toolbox, dude, I need to get freaking high, man. I really need to
Here
get
we
my.
go, Captain 10mm in flight.
Going platinum,
Here
I
we
gotta go
go.
outside to do it. I'm not
Ken
calm,
said
Bob. I'm not partying in this room. No way.
No,
No,
No.
he did what, Ken?
What's up, Ken?
Oh, Ken's here.
Ken.
Yep.
There it is. No, he didn't what?
What's up, Ken?
He used something. Wait. No, I didn't what? Who didn't what?
He didn't get video.
Hey, how's the weather up there right now, Sublime?
There was a tornado warning earlier when we headed out to dinner.
Oh, we're getting all kinds of. We've been getting them since this stream went live, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, it's some pretty active weather here.
Yeah, it's we got sirens going off outside, the weather alarm radio going off, and my phone went off just a minute ago. That's what that was. I couldn't even silence it.
Damn, Ken, you made it home fast. Good Lord.
Tell Miss Pam.
Dang, what do you expect?
Oh, that's right, because I was talking to Kim for a while before I got on here. That's why.
Yeah.
How you doing,
Well-
HPR?
Yeah. Like I said, good times. I can't wait till tomorrow, man, to see the pulley go on, see those lights go on.
Sublime, what are you tuning for? 93 pump through gas or 85?
Yeah, 93. Now, here's the thing, too. Ken was saying tonight that, if Daryl sees that it's running short on, Ken, help me here. I don't remember which one it was, that if it's running out of spark or something, that we may need to upgrade the injectors. And if he says that's the case, and if it's going to give it more power but still be happy on 93, I'll be like, let's get those injectors. Now, he said only if it needs it. He said it may not run out of that. So,
I would stay on 93 and trust Daryl. That's
oh,
it.
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
What
Yeah.
size injectors are in the GT500?
Oh, I thought we just looked this up the other night. Me and Cooler did. I don't remember what it was.
Ken, you should
There
know.
are plenty though, because it's a natural born supercharged car. Yeah.
Injector duty cycle. That's what it was. The duty cycle. Yeah.
55.
55.
Yeah.
What do you mean by
Ken
duty
said it.
So he said he looked at the log that my car put down on the dyno, and he said it was
55.
only at 60% duty cycle. And he said once you get up by 90, then you're like, you really don't want to push it this hard. So the fact that mine is only on 60% duty cycle, it's still got room for more to be added.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
So
that's a
you
good thing.
then?
Huh?
So you might be okay then.
No,
Yeah.
he's right. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
good.
Did you notice a difference driving it back from the dealership?
No, just because I really didn't. I think it was just starting to run. Was it starting to rain yet, Ken, or no? No, it wasn't starting to rain yet, but I was just chilling. Just not getting. Because, dude, even out here, man, cops are fucking everywhere. Right,
They
almighty.
were here today too for some reason.
Yeah, they were like cockroaches.
Now, Sublime, the way the car sits now, you smoke C8s, right?
From a roll, for sure. Yeah, from a
Yeah.
dig, they're gonna get me the first 60 feet, but then I'll reel them in pretty quick.
Because you spin all the way.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah. If I had my Mickeys on, it'd be a definitely different story.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm super happy for you, Matt, man.
Thanks, man. Can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait to get it all said and done. Freaking feel. Needless to say, on the way home, I'll be definitely doing a couple. 40, 50, 60 rolls on the highway. when
Nice.
Dude,
Yeah,
don't,
conditions allow.
you better film them.
you don't need to
Anyway,
take
55 pound injector is what, a 577 cc?
That I don't know. Ken
Wouldn't be able to tell you.
Yeah, Ken knows everything. You're like,
Yes, it had started to rain. That's what I thought. Okay. Could he do a fuel pump booster to get by? Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Victor, too, is that they make a pretty good booster pump for that car. That I think even if I wanted to just do race gas later down the road, some fuel rails and a booster pump, I think and some injectors might work.
but hey, Sublime, a booster pump is only a band-aid. You know what I mean?
Well, if you're only running race gas and not E85, you know what I mean? It's a different story. E85 is really what requires that return fuel system. Whereas I think, like I said, with upgraded fuel rails and a booster pump, I think you could probably get by with that on race gas. Ken will correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure.
Right. I'm just saying, like, don't push the envelope to where your car is not.
Oh no! Well, see, that's the good thing about having Daryl tune it. There's not going to be one parameter where he's going to be like, "Oh fuck it, just let's push it." You know what I mean? He'll make sure that thing's safe on every aspect, on the short-term fuel trims, on the lambdas, on all that stuff. So
A well-rounded tune.
exactly.
Daryl knows his shit. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
But
Well, yeah, because you don't just race that car; you road trip it, you drive it, you do everything with it.
I had a booster pump in my Roush, and that I ran with a race gas tune. But now I also had upgraded injectors in that car, so and it ran fine on the race gas with the booster pump.
What's up,
Ran
Ken?
fine.
But my question is, if you decide to go any farther than what you're doing now, you will have to change your injectors, right?
Yes, for sure, without a doubt.
What's
But like I
up,
said,
Zach?
if I do that, that'll be another year or two down the road. After this, I'm going to be happy with the car for a while, just like I was for the couple of years. How it was.
Yeah, dude. That car got 700 horses. Like, what is not to be happy about?
Yeah.
Right.
It's not 900 or
And
a
it's a gorgeous car. Like,
It needs to
what
be
the hell?
1,000.
Yeah, that's funny because when the 824 rang up on the dyno, we put it on crank numbers, and it said like 979 crank horsepower. I was like, Jesus.
Nah, I don't look at that crank horsepower number.
Oh, I know. It was just an ooh. That's what my grandpa used to call fireworks. Ooh, ah.
There's a man. What's up, Ken?
What's going on?
What's up, Ken?
What's going on?
Well, not much. Just waiting to see if a tornado hits us.
Nah.
Oh yeah, that's right. The rest of that bad was going to go south, and that's down by you.
It's been going for a while. We've
Yeah.
been having sirens for an hour now.
All right.
This chat just got interesting. Like, oh my god.
More toolbox math.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Stupid Fast is reaching for that gold star tonight.
Question for you, Ken. Do you remember what size injectors I got in my car? Because I don't.
FIC 1000s, I'm guessing.
Did they come with your kit?
I brought them to you. Yeah.
You brought them too?
Yeah, they are fuel injector.
I don't have no
I
record
don't
of
know
them
if
then.
they're. I'd have to go find the box then. You gave
I
me the
thought they
box.
were-
It's out in my garage.
I thought they were FIC 1000s, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I know they're plenty big. for
They
what
probably-
it's doing.
They're on E85. If you're on E85, they're either 1050X or FIC 1000s.
1050X, I believe.
I thought you was 1050X also, but
Yeah. That's what I can remember as 1050. That's
I can look back where I sent the.
that's
no,
1050 cc. So that's like
What's up,
100 foot-pound or 100-pound injectors, basically.
Yeah,
Hey,
100
boyfriend.
pound injector. You want to go
We're
back?
trying to do the math, but
They some squirters.
there's some squirters.
Back in the day, we used to go off like with the Cobras and everything. It was always pound injectors, and then we
Yes,
moved
sir.
to Coyote, and everything went the other way. And I'm like, I just like whatever.
Went
But
back to the CCs, like
Yeah, it went back- CC, it went to CCs, and then we were always in the older Mustangs. We were always like pound injectors. This pound,
With the
that.
pounds, yes, sir.
Yeah, so now we're like CCs, and it's like now when you say something about pound, I have to freaking go do the calculation, and I'm like, oh,
yeah, it's a horrible calculation too.
Yeah.
So I know the ones I'm putting in my Focus, they're direct injection, so they're gonna be higher pressure no matter what. But they're like 1200 cc injectors.
and
You
that's why I
couldn't
was
even
so
ma-
glad when Ford took the Mustang to direct injection. They left the port, and they also let it have port injection.
Oh, I know.
Because if it wasn't for that, if we were direct injection, we'd be like the Camaros. We'd be having to buy expensive direct injectors to upgrade power.
Yeah.
And since we have port, we can upgrade the port, and it can take up slack.
Well, I'm just lucky that the Focus only takes 4 injectors because they're not cheap.
No, they're not. $1,000.
But Kim, I do want to be like the Camaros. I want a Coyote Swamp one.
You want to not be able to see out the window? Is that what you want? Yeah, I like the. That's what I'm gonna have to do with the Focus because I'm not doing port injection. I'm gonna run, I think, a single bung of methanol to help clean and cool. I'm not gonna tune for it for power. I originally was thinking I was gonna go with the four injection port, and I have all the stuff except for one thing to do that. But I decided I think I decided against that because then you got to worry about running out of methanol, and if you run out, then you've got to change tunes or keep the foot out of it completely.
Hey guys, I'm gonna pop off here because I'm gonna hit the sack. I gotta get up early, go to work tomorrow.
Well, Gary,
Hey, good night, Gary.
Gary, take it, buddy.
All right, you guys
Coming in, Gary. Appreciate it. So I just decided I'm just gonna do the single. I'm gonna put it on a switch so it only comes in when I'm going watt, and it'll help clean the injectors and keep the engine cool. It's easy enough to set up, and I've got most of the stuff anyway from my old car.
I got you.
But yeah.
Oh, Ken, what were you talking about when you first commented, when you first came in here? You said, no, he didn't. No, he didn't what?
I was just messing around.
Oh.
No, he did.
No, he didn't give
I
video.
walked in and y'all was talking dyno numbers, and I was just like, oh, Lord.
He's like, oh, God, Sublime's already fucking up on his cackling board.
I could tell you what I think about dyno numbers.
Yep.
I think they're a good way to look at things while you're tuning.
Yep.
The only number that matters is what it is at the end of that track.
You're damn right. And that's what I tell everybody. Everyone's like, well, I'm going to take it to the quarter mile, give
No,
well, I don't take my car to quarter mile in. I said, well, I tell you what, take it to 4 dynos, take all the dyno numbers, divide that by 4, and you'll probably be close to where you're probably going to be.
Right.
I've got
But like Sublimes, we did Sublimes today, and between his last dyno and this dyno, we were 6% different, right?
yeah.
But the thing about it is, with 6% is, it's dynos can be off as much as 10% from each other. The only thing about, like I told him, I said, what's crazy is the torque numbers were spot on.
Yep, that's what I was saying earlier.
The torque was like dead nuts.
That's what Kim tells me all the time.
That ain't right.
Oh, are you going to start it on me now? See, I was going to take up for you.
No, I said Kim, not Ken. Kim.
Oh, I thought you said Ken. I was like,
No,
Ken.
Kim. You ain't talking about my nuts.
I was thinking. I just talking about torque numbers.
So if everything works out like weather-wise, Saturday I should be running a no prep.
Oh, nice.
It's 8th mile. It's no prep. That's what they got. It's JJ DeBoss came in. That's the only reason. I wanted to just run a regular TNT, but I think that's going to be rained out.
Uh-oh.
What? Uh-oh. I'll be on my slicks.
Oh, okay.
I'll have the slicks on. I'm putting them on tomorrow night.
Dude, when I walked in this hotel room, it was car mob territory, 67 degrees, dude. And I've got this thing, I'm like, we need some heat, bro. It's cold in here. Freezing my ass off.
But, that dyno, I have put, so I was telling Sublime today, I put a Whippled Gen 3 Coyote headers, Whipple 3.875, 93 tune from 1, right? That is a 7 to 720 horsepower car all day long and twice on Sunday. It put down 675 on that dyno.
Yeah.
So that's why I was telling him that's dynos to me are a hit and miss, and it kills me because of that.
Hey, Banana Man. Sorry you can't stay. Have a good one.
But like I told him, that's why I really would like to baseline cars, but not everybody wants to baseline their car.
Oh,
wouldn't have minded a baseline on mine, but I don't think you had time to do that.
Well, your
Since
car
it wasn't running before.
your car went through so many phases because everything was so out of whack.
Yeah, and it did. You couldn't have run it when it first got there anyway because the rear end was broken.
No, the rear end was broke. The rear end was broke. I mean, you bought me a broken car.
I did.
The rear end was. I mean, literally, the rear end was broke. Like
Uh-huh.
it broke.
Twice I've done that.
Yeah, and then the trans was broke.
Yeah, that sucked.
All right. Well,
The trans, it works okay now. I mean, I still have trouble getting it into first gear sometimes, but that's the Martin. I need to readjust the lockout.
I can't. How come I can't? Usually, I can hit the chat button when I come in here and see the chat, and I don't see it no more.
click the more button and then click comments.
Might call
There
a
is no more.
baseline. A baseline is dynoing your car before you do your mods.
Yeah.
Or dynoing it the way it currently sits, even
There
if
is
it
no
has
more.
mods, to compare what you're going to do
Can-
after.
Right.
Right.
Oh, I see.
In my case.
Why did you do that? Never mind. Comments.
Hey,
All right.
Ken,
Yeah.
does Daryl tune 3-valve?
Didn't think
Not
you did.
really. He will, but he prefers it to be in person.
I
I'm
got you.
getting on an elevator here in a second, so if you lose me, that's why. I'll be outside in a second and get back on if I get lost or off.
Yeah, you're always off, but
And lost.
yeah,
Kermit's always off.
those elevators are sometimes a dead zone. I know that.
Yeah, I'm on the 6th floor too, so I'm going to be in here for a minute.
I don't remember what floor I was on when I was there. I think it was on like third or fourth. Wasn't that high?
Oh,
You
Here we
push your
go.
button, you go to 12.
Sublime, you gonna be a dick and hit all the buttons?
no, because I'll probably
might
be
as
the one
well,
paying
dude.
the price.
Stupid fast truck. Stupid fast truck. You're right, man. Back in the day, 12-to-1 compression on pump gas would have been like what? And the fact that we can run 12-to-1 compression, throw boost on it, is just like because when they first announced they were going from 11-to-1 compression to 12-to-1 compression on the Coyote, I'm like, how is this going to do with boost? How is this going to react? And then people started doing it, started making great power, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
We lost David. Okay.
Where'd David go?
I don't know.
You might have hit the back button.
He might have sublimed himself. I'm really wishing I'd found out about like we lost Ken too.
Oh boy.
I'm really wishing we had found ESS before I'd bought that Whipple because I probably would have gone with that. Even if it wasn't as much power or anything, it's a lot more controllable, and I could have been. I could have.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd still be running 93.
Table what?
I'm just lucky that I have E85 at 2 gas stations near me.
Well, that definitely makes it easier.
Yeah. I didn't have that in Washington. Okay, so Downhill did sublime himself. I don't know what happened to Ken. I think he just
Oh my God.
out. He's
So
like,
far.
I'm done. Out of here. People are asking me questions I don't want to answer. No. Amateur. What is it? Hour?
Only thing that's missing here is my party buddy.
Yeah.
He's up in Michigan.
Well, that sucks. It's cold up there.
Is he working tonight?
Like I do.
Oh, I'm not sure if he is or not. I called him earlier, but he didn't answer.
I thought he was. Thought today was one of his days off.
Yeah, like I said, I don't. This is the one time where I have no idea what his schedule's like.
Yeah, I don't remember now if it's just, maybe he's going back to days today or don't remember.
Wait. Oh, Ken never jumped back on when he jumped off?
No, he didn't.
Dude,
I've seen him in the chat.
fucking abandoned ship, abandoned ship.
Maybe his phone died.
That's probably the case.
He's pretty bad about charging it too. He's like my son.
Yeah, today was a nice short sleeve shirt kind of day, but tomorrow and the next day I don't think are going to be the same.
No,
No,
It's getting colder as you drive back too.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be just as warm tomorrow here, but rainy, and then it's supposed to cool off on Saturday to this like low 60s, which isn't that bad.
it's better than what it is by my house, I'm sure.
Yeah, I haven't seen snow this year, so that's this time. By this time last year it quit snowing, but when we were here when we first got here last year, it snowed a couple times in February. Little, not a lot, just ground cover. But this year we didn't get any.
I think what else happened on my way down here. I know I'm missing something.
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, when I was in, I think it was my last gas stop in Tennessee. I came across a couple guys in a car, and they were talking about the car and stuff. And he asked if it's been to Ford takeover. And I said, yeah, I was there last year. He's like, well, it'll be there this year. I'm like, oh yeah, it'll be this year. He's like, all right, I'm gonna find your ass.
I'm gonna find you.
So you won't have a hard time. It's green.
It's hard to miss.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I can't wait to see what those freaking. I'm anxious for both the pulley and the turn signal markers. I really want to see those turn signal markers. Fucking.
Yeah.
So what's the deal? There's sequential, the ones you're putting on?
They're LED sequentials. So yeah, basically
Sweet.
when you're driving around without a turn signal on, it's a bright white LED, and then as soon as you hit the turn signals, it switches over to yellow and kind of goes like the Knight Rider across
Sweet.
on each side.
Shiny.
And then what?
It's gonna look awesome.
Yeah.
Make sure you get video footage of them working at night.
Yeah, I know. Definitely.
Yeah. Or just in your garage with the lights off.
Man, with those LEDs, it probably light up the garage like a baseball field.
Well,
Yeah.
but once I get back home, I'm probably going to have the lenses tinted because I didn't buy the smoke lens. I bought the clear lens, but then I'm going to have kind of like my turn signals are now. You know what I mean? Tinted off, but you'll still be able to see the LED. It's not like it's
Nice. Well, that's gonna be a nice addition for sure.
So
At
now
least you know if Ken's doing it, it's gonna be done right.
tinted lenses and tinted windows.
Yeah.
So
Let that.
you can measure your windows down too.
Yeah. I can't. He's like, roll up the window. Come on, buddy. I want to see this tint.
What the measuring
roll-
come up to.
And what I did is I rolled it up for a second, and then I put it back down. He's like, no, leave it up. I'm like, here, it's tinted, okay? Now you see it. Now you don't.
He pulled out the light level reader.
Yeah, that's what he did, dude. He did the little rectangular box thing to do the test on the tin. It was 22% he wrote on there.
And what's legal in your state? 35?
35.
Yeah. Same in most states that have a tint law.
Yeah, Victor, right? I already got fans for him. Albany Yanko is the closest thing to Chevy. Yeah, pretty much.
Is that aftermarket tint, Matt?
Yeah, I had that done.
Okay.
Well, some of it was done by one place, and then another one was. The rest of it was finished off by the body shop after the front nose had to be replaced.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, my cars are all tinted except for the front windows on my truck. And that's just because if I keep it, I'll get them tinted. But if I trade it in, then I won't. It's the only vehicle we have that's not tinted. All our other vehicles have tint, and the Mustangs match. I think they're at 15%.
Yeah, look at Nicky Chevrolet. Yep, Student Fast. They're still in Chicago too. And Mr. Norm's Grand Spalding Dodge. That sounds familiar too.
Oh,
I'm the only one sitting outside here, freaking token out 10 millimeter.
is it raining there?
Well, you are in Tennessee.
It stops. If it is raining, it is raining, but it's light.
So you're in that area where we
Yeah, where we hung out the most. Yep, yep. I am sitting by the area where Brett had the frickin' Joe Biden sticker stuck to his ass and didn't even know it.
You made me snort there.
Oh God,
This
dude, I
will
was
have
dying
the
laughing
TV
that
flipped
night.
up right there and turned on.
The best part about it is that the sticker started coming off halfway, and me and Brandon, who was the kid that was fucking with Brett that night, I looked at Brandon, and he looked at me, and I said, "Boy, what we could really use right now is an attaboy," and an attaboy like we're like the basketball and football players where they smack each other in the ass. You know what I mean? So Brett turns around unknowingly, and then freaking Brandon goes, "Come on, attaboy, go get it!" and smacks the sticker back on there nice and hard.
I think that's right, Barbecue Mike.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, the darker, the lower the number, the dark. It's the percentage is light transmission percentage. So 15%, only 15% of the light gets through. That's how that's measured.
Yeah, 5% is like limo.
Yeah, so 5% is what my wife had on the back window of her old Mustang, and I couldn't do that. It's just too dark at night. You can't see through it at all. And I need to be able to see through it. Like on my cars at night, I have to roll the windows down to like back up so I can see out the window, see the mirrors.
What is it? You're 5%, you said?
No, 15.
Damn, dude, that's dark.
That is dark. But in the summertime, it's nice because it helps keep the car cooler out in the sun. I never got so at the time when I got mine done, they didn't have the clear heat reflective for the windshield. And I did not want to do like a tent, but I found other guys have done they do a 50% tent. And it works really well.
That's what Ken has on his windshield.
Yeah, and I should do that on mine because in the summertime it really helps keep the heat out. You get that ceramic heat rejection.
Yep.
Stuff works great.
Is your tint ceramic or no?
My old stuff isn't the really old stuff, but what's on my Focus is, and what's on my on the Edge is.
Gotcha. Uh-oh, we got people pulling up here.
Uh-oh.
Better light a cigarette.
Trouble.
Give me a hit.
Run away.
Listen to Bama.
Died on me. I was looking something up.
Run away.
Just in time, bro.
Totally forgot what I was looking up on my phone.
The party comes to you.
Something to do with tint?
It wasn't, but I actually have no clue now what app I was even going for. Whether I'm lost.
We need to see if there's, hey, Mark, we need to look up to see if there's any kind of custom cup that is in the shape of a moccasin.
Oh, I'm sure it exists.
I have some boot. I somewhere in my glass, I have boot shaped shot glasses and a boot shaped beer mug.
Oh, there you go.
Das Boot.
They're from Germany. Das Boot. And I've actually chugged beer out of that boot. It's a nice glass. It really is.
Stupid fast. Did you get the car out today? You said it was much nicer there. Did you make your 500-mile mark yet?
If I'd known it was going to be nice all day, I'd have
Dude,
driven.
if I had his car and I was 250 miles away and the day was nice, I'd be putting on 300 miles on that car in one day.
Oh yeah.
Even if I had to do hot laps in my freaking fun little area, man, I'll freaking rip 250 off in a heartbeat. Hell, 50 of them would be spinning.
Oh yeah, the Mandalorian's back tonight. Sweet.
What's back tonight?
The Mandalorian,
Oh,
third season. Tonight's first episode of third season.
40 miles. That's all you put on it was 40?
Oh,
Super fast. Disappointed, sir.
very, very disappointed in you.
I don't.
At least you got to drive it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a weird sounding rain.
What, mine?
Oh, it must be hail.
I've got like a heavy drip coming down from somewhere.
No. This is on my house. I'm hearing.
Oh, gotcha.
It just changed the sound. It's like coming down normal. It sounds like rain, but then it starts making more noise.
Hail's not good.
It is pouring out there.
Do this thing you don't know work. Hey, mine's coming up in a few weeks, so it's coming back sooner rather than later. Yeah, you and me both, Mike. Yeah, Stupid Fast posted. So I guess one of Stupid Fast coworkers also has a C8.
Well, look who's back.
Yeah, my phone died.
I knew it. I called that one.
Yep.
When he didn't come
Who
back
called
right
it?
away, Pink, I was like, I didn't call your phone. I was just like, called it. His phone died because you didn't come right back like other people do when they sublime themselves.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago. Oh, nice. Stupid Fast. Is it the same year as yours? It's a squirrel pissing.
No, I think it's a little bit of hail mixed in with the rain.
Smash. Golf balls.
Oh.
What's Stupid Fast talking about?
Stupid shit. We were talking about weather and the Yankos.
And a hit.
Nikki hit and Nikki Chevrolet. Not to hit the funky stole. Different.
Oh,
Oh. Carbon
So I can say that stuff because I know Funky's sleeping already. So
No, Zach, it is not golf ball size. That would definitely make a lot of noise.
and I'll watch
Worried about my truck getting destroyed.
Oh, it's got a nice option. Nice. That's a lot. I love the carbon fibre. Or as Mob likes to say, the carbon fiber.
What's
Bourbon Kyber?
Yeah.
Y'all are killing me.
Oh.
So you were saying something when you conked off there, Ken.
You had to remind me what we were talking
I
about.
don't remember.
Oh, hold on. I can probably see.
Yeah.
He was talking and then you just gone. It's like, yeah, phone died.
Oh, you guys were talking about how amazing it is with the 12 and 11 to 1 compression motor power getting out of these motors.
I forgot what point I was on. I forgot what I was saying though. Like it's the moment's gone. I'm sorry, guys.
I know. It happens.
It happened.
He's like, move on, Sublime.
The magic's gone. Okay.
Move on.
Well, I know what I was.
It's kind of like when you're having a great conversation. You have to go do something. You come back. You're like, what were you talking about? Yeah, the moment's gone now.
It was. I think I was talking about something, but you died like right as I was starting. What I was going to say is like, I've got that Whipple, but if I had known about the ESS before I bought that Whipple, I probably would have gone there. But I don't think they had the kit when I bought that Whipple. Because
the thing about the go ahead.
I like the fact that with that you can control it more and you can drop down to 93. You got a little bit more control.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I mean, it doesn't hit as hard down low, which for some is a good thing.
Saves the wheel spin.
Yeah. So, it's going to be nice. See, I'm a big positive placement blower guy. I love positive placement blowers. So for me to get it, you're going to get like the real, like, I'm going to tell you my honest opinion about it. I'm not going to, like, I'm just going to give it to you. I'll tell you what I feel different because I'm a big positive placement guy. I love positive displacement blowers. But the ESS, I've been putting a lot of these ESS kits on, Mach 1s, GTs, and I've been putting a lot of them on. And I've just been really impressed with that setup. So, that's what I've been, kind of watching, that setup. And I was like, well, I was like, let's just do it. Let's just get an ESS. Let's get a new car. Let's just see what it does and enjoy it. right now I still have the 11, and my plans have not changed as of this moment. But I will tell people if somebody comes up and offer me good money for something, I sell it. So I say it that we'll just see how it goes.
We'll see.
I really like that GT500.
Oh, salty.
And I bet that reminds me of when you're having sex 5 minutes in. Sorry, Pam, the moment's gone. You give me too much. 5 minutes. You gave me way too
5
much.
minutes. Wow.
You gave
Marathon.
Salty.
Hey, salty. That's the
What's up,
first.
Salty?
I'm diving in. I'm diving in like I'm making a drag strip pass. 9 seconds. Let's go. Pam's will come in here in a minute and slap the hell out of me.
The only thing I guess the one thing I don't like is that my supercharger is really quiet. I can barely hear it.
Do what now?
My supercharger, I can barely hear it unless I get up on it.
Why is your car is so damn loud?
My car's not loud. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. They're salty.
Yep.
What's up, fellas?
How's it going, Bubba?
Trying to hang in there, buddy.
I hear you,
Having
bro.
a little bit of a rough time right now.
Yes, sir. That sucks, man.
I'm sure Sublime told you about what's going on.
Yeah,
I
he
did.
did.
I couldn't let you do it. I didn't know if you wanted me to reveal that or not, so I didn't.
No. It's all good. It's all good. You told the right person. It's all cool.
Yeah, I was going to call you, but I didn't know if it was too late or not. I didn't know if you was in bed with all that was going on or not.
Yeah, well, me is hit and miss right now. Don't know what time the med's gonna knock my ass out or not.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
Finally starting to feel better in this room. All right, here we go.
What was your pussy getting cold?
Dude, I walked in here and it was 6 degrees.
His lips was freezing.
My ass cheeks were friggin' shivering. That's what was happening.
Pink, I would not leave this live up. Just letting you know.
Hey, as long as I'm not showing the cheeks,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When it comes to Sublime, I forget.
Well, dude, you made that comment and I ran with it, and I'm like, "Fuck, this is not my life." See, my lives get taken down the minute I get off the live. Like they're gone.
There's only one live I've taken down recently, and that was that was last week. It wasn't my Wednesday night one. I don't think.
Lives are the first thing that would get them wanting to yell at YouTube to yell at you.
Yeah, I haven't been yelled at yet, so I'm doing okay.
Was it Sublime that got in trouble?
Yeah, they gave me a warning.
Yeah, I try and steer clear of that and only talk about that stuff in Sublime's channel.
Yeah.
I'm what you call the bottom of the barrel dweller when it comes to this thing.
You're the guinea pig. If the shit works in yours, we'll do it all in ours.
I'm not a doctor. I give no medical advice other than don't do stupid shit that I did and will hurt you. That's my best advice to give you.
I wish I would have became a doctor, but I guarantee you there's one doctor I wouldn't have never been. There's no way in the hell I would have ever been a gynecologist.
No.
No, I'm good there. I'm good.
I'm with you. Hell no, not me.
You would have got too much trouble. Salty.
So what now?
I said you'd be a proctologist.
Yeah, he would. He's always bragging about the baby.
It's a shitty job, but somebody's got to do it.
That's right.
Sorry, Mike. You were on the second level. I didn't see you come in. It kind of hides when I get more than 7 in here.
Yeah.
It goes to a second level and I can't see him.
What's up, Sasquatch?
Record.
You got the jungle back there?
I'm just waiting for a walker to come up behind him.
I will change
Warm
back
up with some 10 millimeter.
So-
Yeah, there you go.
behind you.
So Ken, did you take off work all day today?
No. I went to the dyno at 12 on my lunch break, and then I went back to the dealership, and then I did Sublime's filter and his recall.
Oh, okay.
I'm off.
You did the work at
I'm
Ford.
I'm at my shop the next 2 days. So
Hey, did Sublime? Did you tell him about the other thing that we were talking about? You were telling me about your car doing or something like that this morning.
What are you talking about?
You know, like the wheel air sensor or something like
we talked
that.
about it. Yeah, it looks like it's not losing air. But he said
Okay.
it just got hot and cold cycled and probably went down because of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, what recall did they have on the GT500?
It's a recall for the TCM, the transmission control module, which requires, and basically, if you don't do the recall, if the transmission throws a light or a code, that if you don't have the recall done, you will not be able to get that that code removed. Is that what it is, Ken?
Or
Yeah.
covered under warranty.
Well, I think it would probably still be covered under warranty, but unless you get the recall done, which requires a stock tune to be flashed into the car. Now, a lot of people don't have stock GT500s anymore. Some do, some don't. You know, obviously, if yours isn't, then you're going to have to deal with getting another tune put back in that car. And I even read on the 500 forums, there were guys talking about going into the dealership, letting them flash the stock tune, and then reflashing their existing tune back on. And I talked to Ken about it, and I knew that probably wouldn't be good because you've got parameters. You know what I mean? The tune that they're putting in probably doesn't have the same parameters as the tune that came with the car. So if you try to put that tune that you have onto a different tune with different parameters, things may not jive.
May not. That is true.
Yeah.
I don't think it was in your example. I don't think there's any parameters that were like any calibration that was changed. It was just a thing where you could not delete a code out of it. If the TCM threw a certain code, you couldn't delete it. If I'm not,
Right.
I had to go back and read the thing again. But it was
I
something.
know
Like,
that mine and my wife still have the recall for that rear camera, but nobody ever has them in stock. So,
yeah, right.
Ken, have you been able to get started on your car at all? Okay.
It's still
Curious.
stopped. It's still stopped. It's gonna
We
get
got the
done.
light in today.
It's
my
gonna get
car's
done.
still stock too.
The what?
What was that, Ken?
I said it's gonna get done pretty soon, but I just gotta get some. I gotta get a couple things.
Gotcha.
My car's still stock, and I'm not talking about the Mustang.
Wait,
Which
what
one?
car are you talking about?
My Focus is still stock. My truck is still stock.
Yeah, but you got another motor ready and waiting to go in that Focus.
Not quite yet. It will be in another couple of days. It'll be ready to go in, but I got to get the transmission done too.
So we're not even going to call that stock Focus because it's, even though it is right now as we speak here, it stays up speed stock or nothing.
It is 117,000 miles stock engine with nothing done to it. And it's still got the long throw. And that's the one thing I will be so happy is when I do everything and I put the short throw in, and then I've got two things that will give it a short throw. It's going to have a really super short throw when I'm done. It'll be like 2 inches.
So she said.
Damn. Now I know what you're talking about. I've been going through that shit my whole life.
Yeah, she said it's salty after we got out of the pool.
No,
I
yeah.
thought you said 3 inches.
Well, I mean, hell, you know how it is. If they want 4, I got to fuck them twice.
Breakage, Jerry.
What's up, Josh?
What's up, Josh?
And here we go again. It's on.
Yep, always. Would you ever expect anything different?
No, sir.
Oh, shit.
All I see is Bama's feet.
Was it?
Thank God he ain't pulled his britches down and shooting you a moon.
All I see is Bama's car, making me want a Fox body again. Still, oh, that one that was posted in the chat, that thing was mint. I mean, there's a GL, but oh my, it was mint.
I don't know. I dig it. I like the weird, quirky early '80s ones.
Oh yeah, and that brown on brown on brown
with a touch of cream.
Yeah,
Okay.
I liked it. That's what I'm saying. Is I liked it. The thing was so clean.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it was really nice with 8,200 miles.
I know.
If I ever got a Fox body, it would be what, Mark?
86 Capri with
There
a
you go.
Coyote swap,
Yep.
and it'd be
Hey,
like
man,
lime green.
Dover's got one.
That's not a bad idea. The grabber lime on a Capri, that would actually probably look pretty cool. I thought.
I would do
Dover-
it black with the grabber lime stripes.
You're talking the 86. That's the bubble window Capri.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Dover's got one for you there, Mark.
No, I ain't buying that.
Have you been watching Foxcast Media and seen the car?
No. Well, I've seen the car, but I don't really watch Foxcast.
Okay, well that's where you're only going to see the car at unless Ken goes and does a video.
He doesn't watch my channel. Come on now.
I absolutely do.
I'm just messing.
No, I would ask that Capri they're doing. It's actually really
I'd still
nice.
work
I wouldn't do a damn thing to that Capri. I'd leave it white in the RS and just clear the patina and leave the patina on the car.
I need to work on my Fox
Yes.
badly.
But that
Well,
takes
I'll tell all
time.
y'all.
Fox guys, I know the Fox guys like, well, you said the video, but I haven't seen nothing else. I'm like, I know.
As much as I like this, look at y'all's Fox bodies and shit, I am in no hurry to own another one.
Let me tell you, mine. Every time I go out there to mess with it, I look at it and I'm like, oh, so much I gotta do.
Yeah, I'm in no hurry to own another one of those cars.
Man, it's just.
I want
It all
me a
comes down to
LTD.
time.
Be a
I want
money.
an LTD wagon. That's what I want.
Yeah, I'm just too picky. Like, I know what I want out of it, and it's just gonna be like.
Well, it's also got to be rough. You remember it a certain way, and it's far from it now. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, back when I had it, it literally all it needed was that something like it needed. I wanted white, like it was purple, but I wanted it white, and that's the only thing that car needed. Like it was. I mean, it wasn't fast, but I had a lot of fun in that car, dude. That car ran I think I put it on my video. It ran like 930s. It was not fast, at all, but it was fun. You know what I mean?
That's the thing about cars, man. They don't always have to be fast to be fun.
You're saying 930 is like
And my Mach my Mach 1 was really enjoyable. And then somebody came and asked me how much I wanted for it, and I threw a price at him
What's that?
that I thought that he wouldn't take. And then he said, "Okay, I'm coming to get it." And I'm like, "Well, I just sold my car. Didn't mean to."
Wait, the one that you just bought, you sold?
Yeah. Dude, don't look. I'm very look. So here's the way I am. I'm very if I agree upon something, I do it, right? And so when I priced, it was a friend of mine, and when I priced it, and I didn't think he was gonna bite, and he bit, and then I was like, "Well, guess you're getting it."
What'd you sell it for?
12.
Cash.
Cash.
What?
What'd you sell it for?
Cash.
12.
What? How many miles on it?
195.
195,000. Okay. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I bought it for 10, and then he's like, "How much do you want for it?" And I was like, "Dude, I'd have to have 12." And I thought, with the mileage, I'm like, "There's no way, And he was like, well, it actually was like a week or so went by, and then he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna pick that car up Tuesday." I'm like, "Huh?" And I called him up, and he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Well, I don't really want to sell it, but I priced it to you." And I was hoping he'd be like, "Well, I won't buy it." And he's like, "Well, I'm going to pick it up." I'm like, "Okay, it's yours." Damn it.
If it's a clean, straight car, even with the miles on it, I can see that.
According to what Ian told me, he said that son of a bitch was flawless everywhere.
Well, because the thing is that the white is the rarest color.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
Well,
only.
He told me if he ever sold it, I'd have first dibs.
Yeah, I
There
think
you
of the so of the white for each year, there's like 250 or 200 and some odd.
Yeah, it was like two.
Um,
It wasn't very many.
yeah, it was the rarest color, and then the orange was the second rarest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. Now this is going to drive you nuts. One of my buddies up here in Illinois, a guy that I met, I was buying some Mach 1 parts off his Mach 1. He sold, now this is pre-COVID, so we're going back 4 years ago. He sold a 2003 Mach 1 white with 11,000 miles on it for 13,000.
Yeah.
Could you
Damn.
imagine now 11,000 mile white Mach 1? What that would go for?
It'd be. Well, see, my thing was that was really because, like, for me, the 10 that I paid for it was like, even when I paid that for it, I was like, oh, this is I shouldn't be giving this much money for that many miles, but it's a clean car, right? And then I bought it, and then the used car guy that works at the dealerships has a used car. They deal with like sports cars and stuff. And the buyer for that was like, "Man, you gave a little too much money for it." I said, "Probably did, but it's really clean." And then so when he asked me, so my I don't want to sell it price was, I was like, "Well, 12." And I'm like, "There's no way he's going to go for that." And then he came back. He's like, and then I was like, "Well, I've committed because I priced it, and I guess it's gone." And here's my thing. Like I told my wife, I was like, a year, say a year goes by and I want to sell it, right? And then everybody's hassling me about the mileage. I've got a guy that realizes how clean the car is and what it's really worth because how clean it is. And I'm like, he's willing to, I'm like, it was just everything. I just said, you know what? I'm a man of my word. I priced it. He agreed. It's gone. I shouldn't have priced it. It's my fault. I shouldn't have priced it.
Yeah, well, 12 grand is a good price. Nobody lost on that deal. You didn't lose and he didn't lose. So, I mean, it was respectable. Now, if you said you sold for 12 grand and it had like 75,000 miles on it, I'd be like, dude, what did you do?
It would have never happened. That would have never happened.
That's why you need to put 25 on that black one and just see what happens. See if somebody bites.
Black what?
25? It'll never sell for 25.
Yeah, I know. That 11 GT's got. He's got another. That car's clean as hell too, though.
It will, just in time. So right now, the new is just being 20 years old. So he's just got to wait.
Time is against him right now because the car market is going down. So 25, it ain't happening.
No, but I'm talking about 10 years from now.
Oh yeah, shit. Ken keeping the car for 10 years, dude. The only thing he's had longer than that is his marriage.
He's right. So Pinks, I ain't trying to take over your life, buddy. Just stop me if you want me to stop talking.
I want to stop. You taking over my life gave me a chance to eat my dinner.
Okay. So
delicious.
And I talked to Salty about this, and anybody's talked to me on the phone in person, like, I will tell you, so when I buy a car and I put the video out, if I put a video out, I will literally, if somebody wants my cars, they will literally message me asking me how much I want for them. A lot of times I don't even price them. And so, and then on the same token, I get a lot of people that throw me like they want to sell their car. They're like, I'll send it to, like, I get emails all the time with people trying to sell their cars to me. So, like, I'm constantly getting offers to buy people's cars or getting a phone call, previous customers, hey, anybody looking for so they come across, and these good deals come across, and I'm like, okay, I'll pick it up. And then I turn around and then somebody offers me good money to sell it, and I'm like, okay, I'll sell it, The Fox has got me getting the Fox back. The Fox has got totally different attachment to it than any other car.
Right.
So
I don't see me getting rid of the car.
So what's the car that You're a 60-year-old man and you still have.
69 Mach 1.
That's right.
The Fox.
No. Of the ones that you
Man.
have now, or you know what I mean?
The ones
not
I have
going-
now, the only one I see myself keeping long term is the Fox.
He's not gonna have the Fox when he's 60.
I'll tell you right now, if I could find my old Pinto and get it back and it was still drivable, I would want it back.
No, I don't think the Fox. I don't think the Fox is leaving because it's got too much stuff with it.
Got too
So
much
I don't
sentimental value, man.
Yeah, I don't think it's going away. That's one of the cars that I probably should have never sold in the first place. But
Well, see, that's what started everything for you in the Mustang world. That car.
it did. It really did. So I mean that and just other things that's got attachments with it. You know. So I don't see myself getting rid of it.
Okay.
But money's money. I mean, at the end of the day. But I don't think I'm gonna sell it.
It's hard for me to turn down money too, man. If I get the right offer on something, usually it's gone.
Yeah, I mean,
for me,
that
it's sentimental.
reflection on the side of your car, Mike, in that picture makes it look messed up because of how well it's reflecting.
The what?
There's that Volo. That's actually my always been my dream car right there. Even though my Mach 1, I've turned it into as good as I can, but an 04 Cobra Mistachrome, to me, that's it.
Mike, if you ever get serious about wanting to buy one, let me know.
It would cost. I could either have the Cobra or I can have my shop, and I'll take the shop.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, you can always sell the
Well,
Mach 1 and buy your Cobra.
The reason I say that.
What the hell is wrong with you? I ain't never said.
Look. I just said you said your dream car was a Cobra. You didn't say the Mach 1 was your dream car. You said the Cobra was.
If you can't be with the one you love the one you with. There you go. So I turned my Mach 1 into what I wanted it to be.
Dude, I don't love any car. Me and cars got a financial relationship. Somebody wants it worse than me, they own it.
Yeah, it sounds like a prostitute.
That's not me.
But the reason, and Mike, the reason I say that is I have a friend of mine, immaculate Mr. Chrome 04 Mr. Chrome.
Oh shit.
And it's we'll sell it, but it's immaculate.
Yeah. I bet he's got an immaculate number on that bitch too.
Car barely gets driven. It's so nice.
Yeah. Well,
he probably does have an immaculate number, but he's also not. He's one of those guys that ain't looking to just punch somebody.
Yeah.
Well, it's like this car that the picture that I have, that's at Volo. It's got 5,000 miles on it. They want like 80 grand for it.
Shit.
Yeah, you want me to ask him how much he wants for it?
No, absolutely not. Nope. I like being married. No.
Well, okay.
I won't say that.
Only married guys would understand that.
Hey, I was married at one time.
I think last time he priced it, it was in the 40s. I could be mistaken.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not interested because here's what I would want to do. I would want to get it. The first thing I would do is rip out the manual because I can't do stick anymore. Put in an auto. Then I'm going to probably want to rip the IRS because I like solid rear axle better. And then I'm going to want to rip off the supercharger and put on a bigger supercharger. And then I just recreated what I did in my garage, except I don't have the right VIN. You know what I mean?
Well, see, and that's so everybody asks me why I got rid of my 03 Cobra. And I tell people first, I was stupid. Secondly, I tell people there was actually a reason for it. So I had taken the car to a certain point, right? After that, everything after that becomes retarded. Like in the aspect of, okay, to go this fast, I'm going to have a cage. I don't want to cage a Cobra. So, and I didn't want to, in my mindset, was like, Ken, just leave. I couldn't wrap my head around just leave it alone, leave it where it's at, and enjoy it. Like that was not in my mindset. It was go big or go home, and so I got rid of the car. Same thing with the 500. I got to the point to where I knew I was going to have to cage the 500, and I'm like, I don't want to cage the 500. There again, I could have left it alone, but me and myself, yeah. So
You know what? I've seen caged cobras at car shows. In the moment that, and I'm looking at the car and the car looks great, and I look inside and I see a cage, and I just instantly cringe. Like, what the F did you just do to this car?
yeah,
So I trust me, man, I get it.
yeah, and so that was the, and so that's stupid fast truck. I think it's got a pulley. It's pulleyed and tuned and exhaust. That's it.
See, for me, I've never had a new Edge. I'd have to get just a regular GT first to see if I even like the car.
Almost got that Mach 1, but you didn't seal the deal.
Well, I mean, like I said, I tried to seal the deal. Some of a bitch never called me back.
Oh.
No, that was that Cobra I was trying to buy.
No, it was a Mach 1. You were trying to buy a Mach 1.
Oh, yeah. That I wasn't going to buy that piece of junk after he gave me a price. And I was like, nah. That car just needed way too much work for that car for the amount of money he was trying to get out of it. There's no way I was going to pay that.
But I understand what you mean, Ken. You take a car to a certain point and you're like, this is as far as I want to take it. And then you're just kind of looking at it and you're like, is this good enough?
Yeah.
Nothing's ever good enough when you drag race. Period. Nothing's ever good enough. Nothing's ever fast enough.
For me, it was okay. So I got this money wrapped up in this car. Do I go buy another car and build it? I've already got money wrapped up in this car, or I could just sell this car, recoup my money, and go do something else. And so there's always that mindset with me. And then I get to a certain point, and then I'm like a squirrel. I'm like, ooh, what's that? And then I'm like, okay, jump over here. And it's nonstop for me. Like everybody asks me how long the silver car is going to last. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Until it doesn't.
Exactly. It's just like with anything else.
When you're finally done doing all the tests on the system that you have and all that kind of shit,
yeah,
the car will probably go at that point. Then you'll probably get something else.
You're probably right. Probably right. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about it. You're probably right.
The thing for me is,
of course, I won't sell it with the mods on it. I'll take it back.
Well, let me ask you this: what do you think about the damn the Dark Horse price coming out, Ken? Honestly, since you work for Ford, what do you think about the price? They say it's 59. Was it 59,575? I think is what it is.
To be expected. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but until I can build it to the spec that I would want and see the price, I can't comment on that.
True, that's true.
I think Ford's screwing the pooch with their pricing. I think it's getting to the point that in the dealers as well, with marking this stuff up over MSRP, especially the specialty vehicles. But I think they're just going to end up screwing themselves.
Well, see, that's the thing about Ford now. They don't want you to order the car from the dealership no more. They want you to order a car from them.
No, but the thing is that, okay, so you get a brand new Lightning, the higher end one, it's over $90,000.
Ken knows he had one.
But here's the thing. We're talking a pickup truck, an F-150. Guys used to buy their F-150s for like 30, 35 grand, and you got yourself a nice truck and you drive the wheels off it. And then when it's got 250,000 miles, 300,000, you get another truck. Now you're talking 90 freaking thousand.
For example, look what Pink's paid for his dually. And we're talking about a pickup truck here.
Point. A dually is a different beast.
I don't care. It's still $100,000 truck, regardless. At the end of the day, it's $100,000 truck.
A lot of money.
Hell yeah! Back in the day, you would have never thought a pickup truck would ever kind of cost that kind of money.
And you think of the interest rate that they're paying on it too. I mean, they're paying a freaking mortgage.
Well, yeah, shit. Sometimes it's more than a mortgage. Back in the damn 80s and 90s, you could have bought a house cheaper than you could have bought a truck these days.
I'm just happy that
I know I did it.
had it paid off in 6 months. That's all. If I
Peace out,
could,
Jimmy.
I wouldn't have bought it.
Yeah, because you said when you get ready to sell your truck, you're basically going to put it out there for what, 95 right at 100, right?
It depends. Market's been changing. It's been dropping.
Yeah, true.
Dropping pretty hard right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still got a truck that everybody wants.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like-
it ain't like a F-150. That's a dually, man. Them things kind of just don't ever lose their damn price.
Fixed in it.
But that's the thing, though. Yeah, everybody might want his truck, but at 90 some odd thousand, that's a lot of cash. But also, the banks are tightening up right now as we're going into recession. So you got to qualify for that $90,000 loan unless someone's putting a shit ton down or paying cash.
That's true too. Yeah.
That's like with everybody. So like everybody asked me why did I buy a brand new car instead of a used S550, right? Well, here's the thing. I'm sitting there looking at a 2019, 2020 with 30-something thousand miles, and they want $44,000 for the car, right? And I'm like, a couple more $1,000, and I have a brand new car with 0 miles.
Crazy.
And so I was at the point. If I'm going to spend that money, I'm going to buy a brand new car. Why buy a 2020 with 30-something thousand miles when I can pay a couple grand more and get a 2022 brand new with 0 miles?
Later, Bama.
See you,
Take it easy, Bama.
Later, Bama.
And the market might not even be strong enough, for me to let that car go. And at that point, if I get to the point where I don't necessarily want to continue with it, like I've ran through the stages, I've ran to the point, I'll probably just take it, put the 125 pulley on it, put it back on 93 and hand it to Pam.
Yeah.
If I get to that point. And then there again, guys, I literally love the car. So, but cars, like Salty said, don't get me wrong. I don't really, for me to get a sentimental attachment to the car, there's got to be something about it. You know what I mean? There's not really nothing about. Now, if I can get my hands on a 69 fast or a 60s fastback, period, that's a totally different story.
Yeah, that's a car you'll never sell.
Well,
that's literally one car that he will take to his grave.
You're right. It has to have sentimental value to it. So I bought my Mach 1 new as a birthday present to myself. And I had an insurance business. I got ended up losing the business, lost everything. And when you have a bankruptcy, you can keep your car and you can keep this, that, and the other. Went through the whole ringer. I lost everything and had to start over. But I was able to keep the car. And the credit union that I went to, they wouldn't accept the payment because it was going through the bankruptcy. They wouldn't accept the payment, digitally. I had to go into the credit bureau once a month, and then they would call the main office and get authorization to accept the payment. And I had to go through and do that month after month and see the look on their face. And then I got the car paid off. You're right. It's got to be something that, I've had that car for 20 years.
Yeah. And the Fox, even though it's been gone for way more years than I had it, it was just at that point in my life, to have it back was like, I should have never let this car go. I should have kept this car. So, and then at the same time, it's like I can actually follow through with what I wanted to do with it.
Well, see, another thing about the Fox is you sold the car, you sold the Fox due to you were still a young family at that time and you needed money. It ain't like now where you got the money and you really don't need to sell the cars. Then you had to sell the car. See, that right there, to me, that right there is enough to once you get it back, you want to hold on to it because you never got to enjoy the car for as long as you wanted to enjoy the car. You were forced into selling it.
Yeah, I got rid of that. Well, I actually traded that car, then sold the car I sold it. Yeah. So long.
Yeah, we've all been there, man. We've all had to sell shit, due to either family, health or something like that.
When I was 25, I didn't have the money to pour into the car. So it was kind of like, You know, it's kind of like one of those things. Like I didn't have the money to put it. But the thing about it is that Fox is a long-term project. So I had one person ask me, well, why'd you get the 22 if you got the Fox and this other project? Well, the 22 is doing something. You know, like I'm doing something, and I love the S550. But I'm also business-wise.
The 22 basically is a business decision.
It is. It is. It
Yep.
really is. And then the Fox is just a long-term project. Like it's anybody's ever. Where'd Bama go?
He took off for the night.
left.
He said he was
We
out.
all said bye to him a while ago.
Really? Tell me, I didn't know he was leaving.
Yeah, we
He
all
put
said
the
later,
private
Bama.
He put it
We all
private
sounded like the Waltons. We all said later, Bama.
I heard y'all say later somebody. I didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
Mark left too.
Well, damn it, Bobby.
Who?
Mark.
Oh, Mark left
Where'd
too.
Mark go?
Yep.
Oh, Mark's
Oh,
here.
I didn't see Mark leave.
Damn, I didn't even know Mark left.
He put in the private chat as well. He said he's out of here too, fellas. Have a good night.
Oh, my phone's way over there on the table, and I walked way over here to get away from that stupid ass wind chime.
Well, I can't see the comments. I always see the comments. So.
Slackers.
Yeah,
Well, hell, I'm like 25 feet from my phone right now. So.
Double slack.
Oh, yeah, my phone's way over there.
Way over there. 20 feet.
I do. When you're fat and old, 25 feet's a long way to walk.
The Fox is just a long-term project. Anybody that's ever owned a Fox and try to bring it back is
Yeah, trust me. The only thing ever helped me with the Fox is I always had so many of them. I could just go pull parts off of another car. I never had a problem. Like I said, at one time I had like 40 to 50 Foxes in my yard. So
I can't tell the difference between Bama and Ken when they talk. I don't think I've ever heard Bama talk that much though.
He does.
Bama and who?
Bama.
It's very similar to you with the accent, but when you're in the same room together, you can hear it.
Bama and who?
Bama and Ken.
Oh,
Bama
oh,
and me.
okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, you're Stupid Fast Strokes. You're from the north, right?
Oh, he's a damn Yankee.
Well, no, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean,
I'm just messing
like,
with him. Don't take that wrong, Stupid Fast Strokes.
Like Southern accents sound the same to northern people.
Yeah, they do.
If we have a Southern accent, we're going to sound the same.
Stupid Fast Strokes gonna get up here. Salty, I sound nothing like your country ass.
He even said they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yep.
Just like if I hear somebody from freaking Boston or New York, I'm like, they all sound the same to me.
Dude, if you hear somebody from Boston, there's nobody else that sounds like those people. Them people are from another fucking planet.
Boston, but you could have four people. You could have four people from Boston talking. I probably couldn't tell tell the bar.
Oh yeah, no, they all sound the same. Even the women
Yeah.
sound like that shit. That's what makes it so bad.
Yeah.
It's your cousin from Boston.
Boston.
I gotta go get the car.
Get it with the car in my water. It's in the back.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to figure out where in the hell did they come up with that accent? Because nobody else in this country sounds like them. Nobody.
When northern people say roof and they say rough, I'm like, what the fuck? Rough?
Yeah, it would say rough. Yeah. I'm like, what you talking about rough?
Mark, you thinking? I mean, Mike. Damn it, Mark must be saying something. Mike, you're gonna get people thinking you got one of those cars, man. Like, what kind of car you got there, Mike?
I wish I had one of those cars too.
Yep.
Man, tell you what. Man, I want a 60s fastback so bad.
I'll tell you what, if there was any Fox body car that I would like to have right now
Fiero.
that's out there, I would like to have the Capri that Dover's building right now, the white one. I really like that Capri.
Hey, Mr. Salty, I got some good news for you. I
What-
just got something from my builder. He sent me some pictures. I'll show you this one. I've got floors.
Hold
Oh
on.
God, I hope you had floors before you had a roof.
No, they just put floors in.
Fluorine on the floor.
Fluorine. There you go.
Oh, flooring. Okay. I'm gonna say, damn. I hope you had floors before you had a roof.
Yeah,
So, like, where in the hell they gonna put ladders at?
On the ground.
They can't put them on the ground because he's got a basement. I mean, he's got a crawl space.
No basement, crawl space.
He's got a crawl space.
Really tall ladders.
I mean, you're talking about a really tall ass ladder too.
Not too tall. Is it a single story house?
Yeah, but you got to figure. Look how long the ladder is going to be from the damn ground up to the rafter.
I think I might have accidentally kicked him just now.
Oh hell!
If I kicked you, come back. That was an accident.
Why did
Well,
now
I was trying to take him out of single mode, and I think my mouse was a little low, and it hit the remove button.
Oh,
We'll walk over here to my phone in case he shows up floor.
It needs to have a. Are you sure?
Thank you. Come again.
Rattle
That
trap
was
fox.
an accident, Mike.
Is Mike back yet?
No.
Come on back in, Mike. He didn't mean to. He swears.
It's not the first time. I've done that before too.
You kicked yourself out of here one night.
Yeah. And
you did. You're trying to show pictures. You wind up kicking yourself out.
I hit the remove button. Yep.
Yep.
It happens.
As a matter of fact, Ken has done that before too.
I am not.
Hey, he was sitting there talking. He had Xander on the panel one night. He kicked Xander slap off the panel. I remember that shit. Then Xander came back on. He goes, "Well, if you just wanted me to leave, all you had to do was tell me."
Oh yeah. There he is. Okay. Sorry, Mike. My bad.
Hey guys. I don't know what happened with the connection. Who said this
it was
was
me.
a zero?
Oh, you got disconnected. That's what happened.
I swear I removed you by accident when I was clicking you off full screen. I think I hit the remove button because they're so close.
That makes sense. Yeah, because I saw a weird screen.
Yeah, that was me. You got kicked, man, because I was pissed. I don't. There's scores now, and I don't like it.
Where's Sublime at?
I'm right here.
Right there in the middle.
Oh, he done got 10 millimeter. I guarantee you he's laying back on the bed with a pillow up under his head and the phone on his chest.
Exactly right. So just
I told him I was gonna pick him up in the morning. He's like, how early? I'm like, well, I can wait a little while to pick you up.
Oh, that's
You're
right.
no
You're
longer in
down
the
in
middle.
Tennessee. That's good.
Yeah. He's like, nah, Ken, you go on to work and just send Pam to pick me up. I'll sleep late.
Mike says, so Ken, when are you gonna do a live? I am not sure.
we just talked about this tonight.
I
Yeah.
was the one that started doing lives. What
2018, wasn't it?
early 2019?
Was it
I think
19?
it was 2019.
It was
I started
19,
channel.
because that's when I
I
started
started
watching
channel.
your lives.
Yeah, I started channel 2019, and then I think it was January or February 2019. I started going live, and I went live once a week from there on out.
God, you went live. You went live for like 2 straight years.
I didn't watch them all the time,
Yeah, I
but
went
I
live
watched your lives a lot. And I don't think I ever commented.
And it's okay, Pink. I don't comment a lot. I don't comment a lot of times.
Well, that's when that was when I still lived in Washington. I had just started my channel, and I was watching you and a couple others. Didn't have as many subscriptions back then as I do now.
I can only imagine what you thought about when you first heard me on the panel. Like, who is this motherfucker?
Like a couple of guys I grew up with. Seriously.
No,
Couple
it
guys
was
I was in the army with.
it was I enjoyed it, so I don't know when I'll go live again. To be honest with you,
Sublime, you going live from Ken's shop tomorrow?
Maybe, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Here we go.
There we go.
Well,
I mean,
those are-
since you're the one not going to be doing any work, you can sit there and go live.
So I was going to say, Lord knows I won't have a wrench in my hand. So
No,
Now you might have a socket around side the building, but yeah, you'll have have something.
Hey, Ken, I think your gas line on it needs to be tightened. Don't worry, I got a 10 millimeter. We'll take care of this.
We'll go out here and look beside this Mustang and get me some moccasins.
Hey, so Ken, what was the? I remember you had a video and I had responded in it for supercharger for a car. What supercharger did you decide you were going to put on it?
You haven't watched my video?
What's going on with my phone?
Well, he's telling on himself now, ain't he?
That's one that I watched. Is one you said that I guessed wrong. Was there another one? After
Oh no, he's done put out the video since
then
then to introduce it.
Sublimed himself. I didn't do that.
So, Mike, I'll give you because I don't get to watch everybody else's videos either. I just like giving people hard times. So it's the ESS G3X.
Okay.
I love that hotel Wi-Fi.
I try to watch everybody else's stuff.
Nah, I do too, man. It's just, dude. Sometimes I go on the YouTube and I'm like, I'm gonna watch I'm gonna check out this, and then as soon as I get on there, I've got all these videos that are on my home, and I'm like, oh, what's that? And then I'll start watching it. I'm like, oh, what's that? And then I'm
rabbit hole, the YouTube rabbit hole,
and then I forget what I'm gonna go watch. Hey, but I thank you for that shout out to the shirt thing. I do appreciate that, man.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Yeah, I just subbed to a new channel the other day. It's called Hardcore Fab. Man, that dude is freaking awesome. Holy shit!
I've seen him. I don't think I'm subbed to him, but I've seen him.
Man, that dude is so good at what he does. Holy shit!
I tell you what, and I don't know how or why, but I just don't know why. A lot of times, long videos I cannot watch, but something about Street Racing Channel when they release a long video, I watch it and I'm just sitting there like I just keep watching it, and I'm like, this is a long ass video, but I just keep watching it.
I watch it. I watch every minute of their videos. I don't give a shit. Every minute I watch it, the whole damn video.
I've gotten to the point now where if a video is kind of long and I'm trying to get a bunch done, I do speed them up. I put them at 1.5 speed.
Well, see, the thing about the Street Racing Channel, SRC, if you speed theirs up, you're gonna miss something because they always have a lot going on in their videos.
When I watch a lot of like install videos or people doing stuff videos, and some people are just a little slower than I like, so I speed them up.
The good thing about SRC, they get to the point pretty quick,
Well,
and then they move on from that point, and then they go straight into another point, and they tell that point real quick. It's not like they drag it out like the old man's garage. Now he'll drag it out, but SRC they don't drag it out. They just keep going.
But Old Man's Garage, I'll watch it, and I can't stop watching that video because he gives that narration like the old time series TV they used to do.
Yep.
And you just
really
like,
good,
I'm locked in. You're stringing this video up, but I'm locked in.
I'll tell you what, I wish I knew just a quarter of what that guy knows about carburetors. That dude knows his shit.
If I'm watching racing, I'm just watching it. I don't speed racing up. But it's like install videos or instructional videos or things like that, like stuff about the Xbox. When I want to watch those, I speed them up because they talk too slow.
Yeah. Hey, Ken, you watched the old man's last video, didn't you?
No.
Where he blowed up his Malibu? That brand new 421?
Yeah, I don't think
stop it.
Oh, okay, I'll shut up now.
Thanks, man.
I mean, you said you hadn't watched it. But the hell, the video's been out for almost a week now. It's been out for almost a week now. I figure you already done watched it.
Yeah, I understand. I haven't watched it. But yeah,
see this video when I hadn't watched it the other day.
What?
When I hadn't watched a Cletus video one time before a live stream, and he'd blown up an engine in a car, and somebody told me all about it.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because usually you're the first one to watch all of Cletus' videos.
Generally,
you tell us about it in the live. So when I mentioned that night, I was like, "Well, hell, Pinks has already done seen this," and he's like, "Oh no, I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this."
Anyway, I still watch the whole thing anyway.
I don't watch all of Cletus's videos.
Dude, I'm watching now because he built a Fox body and put a damn 7.3 Godzilla in it.
I already know. Trust me. You know how many times I've heard it? You know how many times I've heard that?
Well, Pinks, did you watch today's video?
Not yet.
Okay, well, I won't say nothing.
I
It's
because
like one of my.
I came home from work and went out to my garage and was working. I didn't
Okay.
have time. And then
I'll shut up then. I won't say what happens.
Thank you.
It's like one of my lies. Somebody asked me, "Why don't you do stuff like Cletus does?" I was like, "Well, when I get Cletus's damn money, I will do it."
Exactly.
He just didn't used to do that stuff when he first started. He did
No.
things like turbo whistles in your exhaust.
Yeah.
And, cheap stuff. He just got lucky. He was at the right time, right place.
Dude, he was okay. So
great person.
I don't take nothing away from Cletus, but Cletus, he's a smart guy and he knows how to do what he knows. He's smart, and I like watching Cletus. I just like watching his channel, but I don't watch a lot of it because it's just I don't know. It's just when I get a chance, I do. But
I can't relate to him. I can't relate to Cletus because he's got way too much money than I can afford to do anything with.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, yeah, Grant.
But I enjoy watching his videos, but he's just I can't relate to any of it. You know what I mean? As far as financial. I don't have dollars.
People think I have money crawling out my butt. And I'm like, where do you guys get this information? Like, no.
Because I know you. I've seen the money crawling out of your butt.
I wish I did, man.
You're rich, man. I've seen it.
There is so many cars. There is so many cars and build ideas in my head.
Oh.
If I had the money, yeah.
Yep.
But Ken's gonna get to that point where he's gonna be able to do the Cletus stuff. Me and him already done talking.
I'm not.
Maybe.
See, dude, I'm not a character. I'm not a character. I look. I'm Ken. That is it. Point blank.
But see, I couldn't do what Cletus does. Cletus goes out, and when he blows shit up, it's no big deal to him. If I was to blow shit up, I'd be mad as hell. Especially as soon as I build it, I take it out and it runs 3 passes and it blows up. I'd be pissed off.
When he had to talk about people buying the more expensive engine, you could tell it was going to take a little bit to do that.
Yeah, because he's going from about a $60,000 engine to about a $140,000 engine.
Yeah,
that's a big price jump.
Yeah, it a little bit. I think I'm sure they have a good account.
Oh yeah, he already done said he's going to that next engine. He done said that already.
Oh, I know he is, but
you're talking about a $140,000 freaking engine, man. I mean, that is just the freaking engine, not the rest of the shit that needs to go with it. That's just the engine, 140
it took him
grand.
3 years to start making money on that track he bought, which was a couple $1 million.
Shit, look how many years it took him from mullet to finally start paying for itself. Look how many videos he made before he was able to make the first pass in that car.
Mullet was originally supposed to be a rocket car. But,
yeah, exactly.
The thing about it is, though, you talk about him blowing up after a few passes. Salty, you know as well as I know, when you start modifying cars and you're building cars and you modify them to run, you know as well as I know they can break within 1 pass.
Yep.
Yeah, but the thing is about
if you're going to, I tell everybody, if you're going to modify a car, you got to put your big boy pants on. You can't crowd. You cannot. No. You cannot
I can.
Milk. You can.
No.
But it does no.
I put myself where I am. That's why it blew up.
No.
Right? Lightning flash.
But the way Cletus does things now, hold on now. Let me just, anybody who's ever watched Cletus will 100% agree with me on this. When Cletus does shit, he does shit 100% for views. Because when he builds engines and he don't use the right, like head studs and shit, like he uses stock head studs, he knows when he throws 35 pounds of boost to it, the heads are going to lift. He already knows that.
Well, when Steve tells him don't put any more than 30 pounds in, he goes to 60.
Yeah, he knows the heads are going to lift on that engine. But he does it anyway but you know what? When you got a banking account that deep, and you are tuned into your channel and you know which videos are going to bring in the views to make the big bucks.
Here's the thing.
That's why he don't wait. That's why I don't bother him.
Here's the only thing about the YouTube world that pisses me off. You have somebody that has a hiccup and blows an engine. Xander, for example, right? People gave him so much hell, right? But yet Cletus will blow a motor engine after engine after engine. It's just a six will pop motors left and right. And everybody's like giving support and supportive. And somebody else goes out there and blows an engine, and they're like, "You big dummy, you dumb this, you dumb that." Like it like the mindset is just crazy there.
But the thing of it is, going back to Cletus again, people expect him to blow motors. That's why they don't call him a dummy and this and that, because they know Cletus. They don't care if Cletus blows motor because they expect that shit out of him. That's the reason why he don't get the grief like, say, a Xander, or if you did it or somebody like, they expect him to blow shit all over the place, tear it up, rebuild it, blow it again. They just expect that shit out of Cletus.
I tell you real quick, if I pop a motor, I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna say, "Well, guys, you know what? It is what it is. We got to go back stronger." That's my mentality.
Well, Cletus don't cry; he laughs about it.
Yeah, that's my mentality. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
there's no use crying about it. There's no use in crying about it. That's why.
But I tell you one thing: he is very impressed with that 7.3. He's like, "This motherfucker is a beast." He's loving that 7.3.
Yeah, I think with Xander, one of the things that, because you said that he got a lot of hate, I think one of the things that added to that was Alex and his channel. Because I remember back when all that stuff was going on, when he was breaking parts, and I used to watch Alex's channel, and I stopped. He was there was a lot of smack talking there, and you had a lot of people on the streams listening. So I don't know if that's where some of it came from, but
talking about Alex, you talking about Alejandro Flores?
No, Xander. Oh, Alejandro Flores. I can't stand that smart ass fucker anyway.
Well, see, okay, so you know what Alex doesn't like Xander? Well, Alex, Xander's name is Alex too. So when you say Alex, it really, I had to step back and think for a minute. See, Alejandro Flores. So why he doesn't like Xander is why he was working at VMP. Now, he was working at VMP. Xander and Stamo did a video, and they was driving a Lund tuned car, right? They were tuned by Palm Beach Dyno, and all they said was that they liked the Palm Beach Dyno 1080 tuning better than Lund. See, this is why you don't catch me comparing tuners a lot. You don't catch me because you piss somebody off. So Alex goes back to Lund, and all of a sudden it's a problem. But when Alex was working for VMP, I don't know the whole gist. I don't have anything against Alejandro Flores. I actually met him in person in 2016. I talked to him for like 45 minutes back when I had my 03 Cobra. It was at the very first Mod Nationals. Talked to him like 45 minutes. Really down to earth guy. Nothing like he is on his YouTube. I mean, he's just a down to earth guy, cool dude. And that's the only one like personal experience I have with him. So I usually don't judge people by what they do on YouTube. I usually judge them by my personal experience talking with them in person.
YouTube's a persona.
Yep.
So I mean, he was a cool dude. But he's got a problem with Xander. He doesn't like Daryl. He's never said nothing about me that I know of. But I'm also not Drama's channel. I hate drama.
I'm trying to figure out what problem does he have with Daryl. Daryl doesn't interfere with his work.
Oh, well, see,
I don't understand that shit.
Oh, on Facebook, back when Daryl was first starting out on Facebook, there was a Alejandro Daryl kind of posted, Alejandro kind of poked, or vice versa. Daryl was young, and Daryl just went at him and poked at him every chance he got. Like gave him back his own medicine. So, it's one of those things. Like, and I've had customers' cars that have been tuned by Lund, and I have no problem with Lund at all. I prefer Lund or Daryl, one or the other.
Well, I want to know, can Alejandro Alejandro, whatever you pronounce it, Alex, can he tune every kind of car, every single kind of car, a McLaren, a
Nobody
Lamborghini,
should be able to.
R8, a Mustang, a Camaro? Well, Daryl
I
can
don't.
do all that shit.
I
Daryl can do that. He's done proved it. He can do all that shit. But can Alex do that shit?
Alex can adjust a bass tune.
Yeah. Well, see, there's a difference in just a bass tune and being able to tune the
I
car.
know
Daryl
that.
can tune the damn car. He
The
knows how.
minute I say something and it'll somebody on here will run to Alex's channel first chance they get, and they'll
Like
type
I
it.
promise you, I
Well, I'm
promise you it won't be
waiting to
salty
hear
because
it,
I don't
man.
go to that
Come on.
motherfucker.
I've seen people. So I've seen people come into my lives asking what I think about Lund, and I've seen those same people in Alejandro's channel super chatting him.
Yeah.
So
That's
they're
the
trying to
problem
get me.
with my Lund
They're
too.
trying to get me to trip up and say something negative, which I have nothing negative to say. And they try to trip me up, get me to say something negative, or come in and it gets to the point to where it's just everybody
There's
loves
no
drama.
there's no winning for you. If you
No.
say something, all it does is hurt you.
That's it.
There's no
Exactly.
winning. There's no nothing. There's nothing like that. And really, and like, if I just want to be honest with you, it doesn't. I tell people what I think, when I think, and how I think. If I have nothing negative to say, I'm not going to say something negative when I have nothing negative to say.
Well, you know what, Alex?
But,
You know what? He
and I'm not a
probably
negative. I'm
can
not a
tune
negative.
everything. I'm sorry, Ken. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I don't know what his abilities. I honestly don't know. You know, like
No, I'm saying he probably could
I've
tune
had
everything. We just don't get a chance to see it because he works for Lund, and they mostly tune Mustangs and Cobras and shit like that. So he possibly could tune them other cars. Just we never get a chance to see that. You know what I mean?
Well, they actually won't touch Cobras anymore. So Lund Senior and Lund Junior won't tune them.
Well, you're talking
Or
about
Mach
the 03
1s or
Cobras.
any of
We're
that.
talking.
The
We're
only
talking
things that they'll
about the
tune
Chevys.
is the S550s Coyote platform, and then the F150s with the Coyote, and that's pretty much all that they touch now.
And see, that's the thing about it. Lund back in the day was great for the GT500 and the Cobra.
Yep.
Now a lot of people are walking away from touching those cars, and I'm like, why?
Sublime, are you still awake?
Yeah,
and I know why.
Okay.
I know why.
barely.
Because once you get
I'll
good at
slow
tuning the
down
Coyote,
anyway.
the Coyote is actually a great piece. It's a great PCM platform. Like, it's got widebands already from the factory, so you ain't got to worry about somebody putting the wideband in their 03 Cobra, hooking it up to a tuner, and getting you the data log, and making it right.
That's true.
You ain't got to
But
worry
I mean, for like dyno
Coyote's
tuning, it's so easy to tune these things. Third pole, I was tuned. We
Yeah.
did the first pole one, at the dyno shop that's by me, Dyno Tune MP, Mike Post. Did the first pole, we had the timing backed off. We had it on the rich side, and then we did it again, got it leaner, gave it a little bit more timing, then did it again, gave it a little bit more timing, and then boom, we're done. Then we go for a drive. Idle's perfect, off idle, everything's good. No weird driving issues. It drives like regular Mach 1. So it's like, I mean, the old cars aren't that hard to tune.
Take it to the track and launch the shit out of it. You'll see if it's tuned or not.
Guys, I'm gonna head out of here. I'm gonna crash.
All right, there, Sublime. I know you've had a long day, buddy.
Yeah.
Take care,
Ken,
bud.
I'll see you in the morning, bud.
All right, bud.
All right, man. We'll talk to you guys.
All right, bud.
But I mean,
Hey,
Ken
don't forget to eat that midnight Reese's.
but Ken, I mean,
Later, bud.
is the old stuff that hard to tune though?
Well, it's okay. So, like I said, the Coyote's not the easiest thing to tune, but once you get really good at tuning a Coyote, it reacts. I mean, you got a PCM that can adjust fueling and timing while you're wide open throttle. Cobras can't do that. They don't adjust wide open throttle. So you got a Coyote, so you get that tune pretty much where you want it, where it's nice, where it likes itself. And say, for example, one day you get a little, the fuel is so great, It's going to pull timing. It's going to adjust the fuel. It's going to do what it needs to do to keep that car happy. Cobras don't do that. And then you're getting to the age, I hate to say it, and nobody take this the wrong way, but you get to the age where a lot of people don't know as much as they think they know about cars, and then they try to go modify it. Dude, you know how many times I've been contacted by people with Cobras, and then they tell me their mods. I'm like, nah, I'm not interested. Like, I'm not interested in work. I'm not even looking at that car. Because I know that they don't know what to do to those cars. And I'm just like, no, that's, and then, because you're going to get in this whole argument with them. Well, yeah, I don't need that. I'm like, okay, whatever. Had an 03 Cobra 2015. You know, like, it was just, it's one of those things. But I tell you who I use. If anybody listening, if you need an older car tuned, 04 sleeper tuning, Kevin Dunn. He's a whiz at those cars. A whiz at them.
So Kevin was supposed to tune mine originally. I waited a bit. Extremely nice guy. But there were so many cars that were ahead of me. I couldn't wait anymore, and I ended up going to Mike Post, and I was happy with Mike Post. But yeah, on Facebook, everybody asks, remote tune, who to use. Definitely Kevin Dunn for those.
Yeah, and that's just the thing of, like, when he tuned my 03 Cobra, I hit him up. I had bought the car and it was already tuned, but I didn't trust it, so I never got on the car. So I hit him up. I told him what was done to the car. I'm like, what do you prefer? And there's a couple things he wanted me to change. I went ahead and I went in. First thing I tell people, like, talk to your tuner, right? First thing I tell people, talk to your tuner. So he told me what to change, and I changed what he wanted me to change. And then I was like, okay, so when can we do it? He goes, do you free this weekend? I'm like, yes, sir. So we started tuning, and we went round robin, and man, we had that car. I street tuned it. We had that car dialed in, and when I sold it, the guys who came down from Ohio to pick it up, they were like, man, we got a guy that tunes our cars, and we're gonna get him to tune them. I'm like, man, Kevin Dunn did it. I'm like, it's on point. So pick it up, they pick it up, they take it, and he calls me back up like the next day. He's like, who did you say threw this car again? And I told him, they're like, we're not getting it retuned. Like, they let one of their friends drive the car that had Cobras, and they were like, with just the mods, the only thing you had done to that car was stupid quick. And he's like, we're not messing with it. I'm like, I told you, it's a really good car. He had that doing. So I'm not going to tell you. My buddy had a car that was tuned by a very reputable tuner. I'm not going to say the name, but very reputable in the Cobra world back in the day. And his car had so much timing, so much more timing than mine. But he drove my car, and he's like, how much timing is this again? I told him. He goes, this car, I swear this car is faster than my car.
How many degrees did you have?
19.
Okay. What did he have on his, like 21, 22?
He had 122.
Yeah.
What do you got on yours, Mike?
And I had 19.
I'm sitting right now at 16.
Okay.
How much you had? I was on stock blower with a pulley.
I'm ported, pulleyed, but my compression is 9.2 to 1 instead of 8.5 to 1, like the Cobras.
So there you go. 16
is good for me. And when I got a Kenny Bell 2.2 that I picked up, I'm going to plop that on there next, and I'm going to probably the tune's completely unlocked. Mike Post did me a solid. He's like, yeah, it's unlocked. Change whatever the hell you want to change in it. So I'm like, all right, cool. So when I put this one on it, I'm going to richen it up a little bit on the top where it actually creates more boost than the Eden does. And I'm just going to bring the timing back for high RPMs from 16 down to 14 and be done.
Yeah.
Sounds like got a plan.
But see, like the Coyote, Mike. So, for example, yours is on 16, right?
Yep.
So the Coyote, say, for example, you got some fuel that could take more timing, the Coyote would automatically add like 3 degrees for you.
Right, because it's got 4 knock sensors.
Yeah. Well, then the 15 and 17's got 2, but then the 18 up's got 4. But I mean,
Right.
it'll take away, it'll add. So I mean, that's really and people forget when they go on a dyno, like they forget. Well, you could have fuel. Did you data log both dyno runs? See, if you data log both dyno runs, and I see the data log, and you're pulling say 2 to 3 degrees on this dyno, and then you go this dyno, you got better fuel, and you're adding 2 to 3 degrees. That's and especially on a blower car, that's a big jump.
It's huge. Yeah.
Hey, so out of curiosity, what did y'all wind up setting Sublimes at today as far as timing?
Well, we didn't tune his car.
Well, I thought y'all tuned it today.
No. Well, he's getting a pull. He's getting
so y'all were just basically just changing pulleys to see
baseline.
just how much it would add.
We just got a baseline today.
So do y'all still have another dyno session for that car?
Friday, yes.
Oh, okay. So you still got to put the smaller pulley on it.
Yeah. So basically, we wanted
okay.
because we wanted to see what it did on this dyno, so we could see what it added.
Oh, see, I thought today when he done his dyno runs, I thought that was all the dyno runs. I didn't know there was going to be any more.
No. That's this.
Oh, okay.
We just baselined it so we would know where we were starting with, so we would know how much we add. I like to see the difference between before and after.
Well, that's cool, dude. That's cool. Be interested to see how much it picks up on that smaller pulley and stuff like that.
That's what we're looking at is how much he's going to pick up.
So Daryl will wind up when y'all put the smaller pulley on it. Daryl will actually wind up working the tune at that point.
Yes.
Okay. I got you. I can see. You know me, man. I don't know a damn thing about coyotes. I'm learning. But his ain't a coyote. Well, I guess his is somewhat of a coyote. I guess.
I think people want to cut the stream down.
Yeah, I was going to.
Oh, okay.
Dude, we're on your stream. Like,
how much boost has he added?
2 pounds.
Nice.
2 pounds.
Pink's like, yeah, but he still won't get to my 900 and something though.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna have more.
Probably put it to the pavement better than mine.
I figure he's gonna add 40 to 50 horsepower.
As Ford Blue would say, once they get the Ford takeover, Pinks will still be able to go over and plop his dick out and say, I got more horsepower, motherfucker.
It don't matter though, because he got that DCT.
He's going from one tuner to another tuner, so it's also a tuner change, which
I guarantee you he's gonna like his car a hell of a lot better after Daryl gets through working his magic on that car.
I want
it to be nice, and I want that DCT in my car.
Dude, I love that DCT, man. God,
now let me ask you something. Since I know they're the same platform, same body and everything, now could you adapt that DCT to Pink's 3rd gen Coyote?
My 2nd gen Coyote?
Or I'm sorry, 2nd gen. Now, would that DCT work on his car?
Man, there'd be a lot of work to do.
I'm just curious. Would it even work? Could you put a DCT behind a Gen 2?
Nothing is impossible.
Yeah, but it'd be expensive to do.
That transmission is very expensive.
Oh yeah, I think what $20,000, right? Just for the trans, something around that number.
It's stupid expensive.
And then the electronics to make it work, and then making it work with my electronics, and it's just.
Oh yeah, I bet that would. I didn't think about that. I bet the electronics part. I bet that would be a fucking headache.
I think a Gen 2 would be easiest to do it out of, but the thing about it is, you would have to get. And don't everybody run to the bank and say, "Well, Ken said." I would think that you would have to. I would think that you would probably have to go ahead and have the PCM and get everything out of the 500, and then just tune it. I'm probably wrong there because it probably won't work doing that.
I don't know. I just sublimed myself by accident.
I
wonder who left.
Blanket palette and just move everything over.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, if you're gonna have a 500, you might as well have a 500.
Me personally, if you're gonna spend 20 grand on transmission, you're gonna spend so much money on this, then you're gonna pay somebody to install it, pay somebody to do the tuning. By the time you're done with how much money you have he has in his S550, by the time much money he's gonna have to add to it, he'd just buy a GT500.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
And then you have the whole car.
Yeah. And I'd love to have the whole car because
and that is a kick-ass platform too. The 500 is a really nice car.
I wish I could have put the money into a 500 that I put into this one.
Yeah.
Hey Ken, for Sublime's car at Watt, what do you guys look for as far as your fuel ratio? What do you guys try to hit?
0.75 to 0.78 lambda.
What about an AFR?
0.777 to 78 lambda. I do, dude. I haven't looked at AFR in so long. Everything's lambda to me now.
Yeah,
I forgot what my lambda's supposed to be.
I haven't looked at I mean, I would say 11.5, 11.7.
Okay.
Well, mine's never that.
Same thing as back in the day with the Cobras.
See, y'all are talking way out of my knowledge. I have no clue what the hell you're talking about. Lambda and
I started working in Lambda. I started working, and the great thing about Lambda is Stoic for 93. What used to be 14.6, but now they're putting so much ethanol in it. It's actually, if you notice when you buy a brand new car that has a wide, like a Mustang, that has a wideband, when you're letting her set it idle, it idles at 14.1, 14.2. That's because you got like 15% ethanol content now, so it's not the same Stoic value as it used to be. Typically, 14.6 used to be Stoic, and then E85 is like 9.8, 9.9, right? But Lambda is 1. So I can look at a car that's on 93 on the dyno, logging it, and I can look at a car that's on E85, and I still want that 0.75, 0.7778, somewhere around that Lambda is what I want to see. And I don't have to think about it. Like, I just automatically know. Like, so I go by Lambda now. But yeah, it's around 11.5, 11.7, 11.8, something like that.
That's okay, cool. We're gonna end this now before any more questions are asked because I've been trying to.
Pink's like, well, I got to go do. I got to actually go to work tomorrow.
Pink, see why I don't jump into people's lives? I just don't jump in.
Oh, it's fine.
Dude, it's always good to have you in here.
Down at less than an hour when there was nobody in here.
I feel like people ask me questions. People ask me questions, and I feel like I'm taking over somebody's live. And that's
no, my live.
Sublime started it all. Once he jumped on a panel, the live stream just kept on going.
Yeah. I was just about to shut it down then too.
Well, Pink, thank you, guys. Good talking with all you guys, and I'll try to do a live if Mike's in here. I'll try to do a live. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
No, Sublime's probably going to go live from your shop tomorrow. So there you go.
It's probably not going to be a planned live. It's probably just going to be I'm doing something, and I just want to go live and talk to everybody. That's probably what's going to be.
There you go. All righty. Well, I'm going to let y'all run, man. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to let Pinks get out of here.
Hey, Pink.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thanks,
Take it easy, guys. Later, everybody.
We out.